Welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Sequel. This is a movie podcast where we're talking sequels, and we do it in two parts. The first, an interview with an actor or someone involved that made the film worth watching. And the second, a discussion of the sequel, what they got right, what they got wrong, and how it could have been better. Hope you enjoyed last week's interview with a Jersey guy, Mike Spatola, special effects, makeup artist, photographer, even has some books. If you haven't listened to his interview, really cool hearing about his journey. Working at the Burlington Castle. That was a cool place that people used to go to down in like South Jersey. Transitions that. He's in Hollywood. He's working on Return of the Living Dead. This week's sequel, Predator 2, T2, and so much more. But yeah, so this is the year's 1997. It's hot as hell. And Danny Glover is amazing, like so cool. Before I say anything else about how wild this movie is, I got to introduce you to my partner in this sequel watching journey, Jamie Riccardi. Jamie, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Doug. How are you doing?
We're pretty good. These are the movies like we talked about a couple weeks ago. This was the White Whale in the beginning, like one of the ones. This Death Wish 3 were like two of the big ones that I right off the top of my head that I was like, we have to cover. And wow, this one.
T2 is one of them too.
It is too, but that movie's awesome. And This is the awesome in a different way. I think with all the people that are in it, the cast, and just how much of a leap it is and how much this movie affects the rest of the franchise. It's really wild how a little thing that was put in this movie by the director, like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. No. Well, okay. So I haven't seen this movie in a long time, and I definitely, was looking forward to watching it, and I'm torn on the movie after watching it.
Oh,
no. Listen,
Natalie Imbruglia torn? All out of faith?
Not that torn. Not
okay.
That torn. But I mean, listen, the movie's entertaining, right? The movie's super entertaining.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just have a problem after watching it that it's not a Predator movie. I mean, like, yes, I mean, the Predator's in there and everything else, but after, you have the Arnold one, which is like a top 10 movie. Like, it's just awesome. Like, it's Arnold's best movie, and then you take, try to make a sequel, which is hard to match. I mean, you talk about a cast. I mean, yes, this Predator 2 has a good cast.
Mm-hmm.
Predator has an amazing cast.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole different level. And I just think that to me, it doesn't fit to the vibe of the first movie. Like, this is more of like this would be a great standalone movie. The whatever's going on, this is not a Predator. There's an alien. They're fighting and dealing like that would be great.
What is a standalone movie? It's a different Predator. It's a kid Predator. This is like a teenager, 20-ish-year-old Predator who messes up.
It's just
jokes around, says, "Do you want candy?"
No, this Predator does things that are like ridiculous. This Predator does a lot of hiding and watching and like
makes mistakes.
It makes mistakes. Somehow he gets in buildings. I don't know how he gets in every building without he literally gets inside the buildings. What is he walking through the front door? Like, how is he getting into buildings?
Through the wall, the windows. He's peeping in.
Okay, the windows are all closed. I'm just saying, like, I don't like the scenery.
He teleports, sort of, right?
He doesn't teleport. He jumps. He does a lot of jumping in the first movie. Like, he jumps from branch to branch. Like, I don't know. I just feel like this movie would have been, when I say standalone, like a not different title and a different type of alien. You could have a similar, in the same movie would have been a better movie. I just think what takes it away, again, is because the standard of the first movie was so high. Jungle setting and all that, and now you're in, middle of a gang war, and that you have a Predator in there. It just like, to me, it's like, it's almost, I don't know.
Well, you have to do that. If you do this something similar, then it's like okay. This is kind of cheap. They even talked about it in the behind the scenes thing that I sang you.
I get it, but this is like it's almost like a silly version of the first movie, right? And it's so, like, again, I mean, listen, the opening is ridiculous. Like, I mean, like, this is pure like action movie. It's great. I just don't like it in the Predator universe, except for the ending. Even the ending is a little. I mean, again, you also have Arnold, who's standing toe to toe to the Predator. I mean, like, no weapons, standing like, and then you got Danny Glover. I mean, but
that's why this one is a kid or a teenage-ish Predator.
I know, but To me, again, Danny Glover, yes, Lethal Weapon was great. You can make Lethal Weapon without Danny Glover. You can't make Lethal Weapon without Mel Gibson, right? And so to make him the star to go toe to toe with a Predator,
But he's like a guy you could root for. Like
yes.
we love Arnold. Arnold's
Correct.
awesome. Like,
Correct.
But I'm telling you, if they try to do this movie with Stallone, I don't know if
no, because
you kind of root for Danny Glover. He's the older cop. He's getting shit from everyone.
Yeah, but he's not going toe to toe with an alien. I mean, he's the.
But he barely is.
No, well, I mean, he tackles the alien. He does. I mean, like, I don't know.
It was tired.
I'm not crapping on the movie. I don't like this being in the Predator. After watching it again, it's such a cheesy movie compared to the first movie that I feel like it should have been its own movie. That's all.
You know what's crazy? I think everyone else disagrees in the sense of it's crazy. It's not like they probably tell people who make the movies after this, but every one of the other movies pulls from this movie.
Well, they purposely pull from this movie because they're connecting it. Yeah, well, because they're connecting it. But if they didn't have this movie, they would have pulled from the first movie. So that means nothing to me. And
yes,
and
it does. Wow, this is pretty inspirational. Let's take these little pieces, like the guy's gun.
Yeah,
the gun at the end.
Yes, and the
alien in the movie Prey,
and the alien skull. But if they didn't make this movie, they would have pulled something from the first movie. So they're only pulling
much from the first movie.
No, they don't have to because they had the second movie.
I know, but I'm saying the first movie didn't have much lore. I'm saying there was nothing to that. What was the lore in the first movie? I don't know.
They could have. Oh, you're saying Hollywood could have been creative and pulled from this,
I'm just saying, remember the first movie? What kind of things did they introduce?
Maybe the Asian woman is still. Was she still alive?
Well, she did survive, yeah.
She did survive. So something, I don't know.
She could have been in this movie.
But okay, I also resent the fact that you said that everyone disagrees with me. So you're saying that, so this podcast.
I polled Hollywood.
So, no, but you're basically on a podcast, you're assuming that everyone agrees with you that this movie is fantastic and it's great in the Predator world.
I don't know about fantastic and great, but it's a pretty good movie.
It is.
It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. I just don't like it in the Predator universe.
Well, we'll get into it. Maybe I can win you over. And how about Gary Busey's? So this was less than 2 years. This movie premiered after Busey had like this horrific motorcycle accident where he says he died, went to the other side. And the behind this is like the first movie he did. So some of the behind the scenes interviews are like, oh, it's great that he's working again. It was so cool to have him. And then you get him telling us, what do you think about Alien? What is your opinion on the Predator? Whoever edited this is great. It's like a nice thing about Gary Busey.
I guess you're wondering.
It almost looks like he's gonna break, right?
Predator.
Yeah, but he when he talks, and you hear him talk today, like
Capture the Predator.
he does pull a lot of stuff out of like and
He does
word salad and gets like sounds almost intelligent. Like on the stuff he talks about. Well, I mean, think about Gary Busey at this time. I mean, like he was in so many great action movies. I mean,
dude, you
Point
go
Break,
to his IMDb.
Under Siege.
Oh, totally.
Lethal Weapon. I mean, and listen, the fight with Lethal Weapon, how awesome was that? I mean, he was so good in these movies. And not to mention, you also have the sergeant in this movie from Lethal Weapon. The guy in the beginning of the movie. He's the Sarge that is in Lethal Weapon movies or whatever, the captain.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Who the heck am I thinking of? Oh no, it's the captain from the first Lethal Weapon.
I think all the Lethal Weapons,
because that's the guy from Halloween 3 is one of the captains.
Well, this guy that's in this movie is the captain in the Lethal Weapon movies. I almost think in all of them.
Maybe a good connection. Danny made a call.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got Danny Glover, you have Gary Busey, you have the captain. Yeah.
Dude, he has a run of, just to not go too in depth, but he does Eye of the Tiger in 86. I guess it starts with like Silver Bullet, I would say.
Oh, that was
DC
great.
Cabs 83, The Bear, Silver Bullet, Eye of the Tiger, Lethal Weapon, Bulletproof, Act of Piracy. I don't remember that.
Was DC Cab before the surgery? I mean, before the accident?
Oh, way before. Yeah. We didn't even get to the accident. The accident happens in 88, and then he has Predator 2, Point Break, Under Siege, Rookie of the Year, which I just watched with my kids. He's great in that. The Firm. Where's he go? He's in Chasers. Oh, that's a pretty bad movie.
Did you ever see DC Cab?
Yeah.
He's a maniac.
Black
in that movie.
Sheep. Oh, he's actually crazy in Black Sheep. But really, after that is where he really none of these movies I would not know just looking at. But
Right.
But yeah, no. But he is such a heavy hitter. I didn't see Surviving the Game, but that should be on there. Maybe
don't
he's
forget,
uncredited.
he's also an Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
I mean, so like this guy can act. I mean, he won for what? Buddy Holly, right? He won.
And he
Buddy
sang.
Holly.
He actually sang.
Yeah. So I mean,
It's a
he
great
is a
movie.
good actor. I mean, so like, it is a shame because I mean, after his accident, whenever the scramble really starts happening,
Yeah.
because I think he could have kept going on for like these kind of roles because he's just so good at it,
Yeah.
And
so let's.
and also hold on, Bill Paxton.
So good.
He's so good at that type of role that he plays in every movie. Like, sleazeball in every movie, but he's so good at it. And, like, again, watching him in the behind the scenes and his story of him wearing the suit to the audition, he's like, I feel like this character would wear this suit. And he got a call 2 days later. Like, he's just like, he just seemed like such a funny guy that I think a lot of directors were like, this guy's perfect for the Weasel, True Lies. Like, the same kind of, like, role. I mean, so.
No, he's good. So before we start here, there's a ton of, like I was saying before we started recording, this movie has such a fan base. Like, there's a website for all the Alien vs. Predator. So there's some cool behind the scene things. I'll pepper in a few every so often. But first, this movie was almost set in New York, which would have been cool. They had a scene that was going to be written that had Predator standing on the Chrysler building, holding the trophy skull, like what they did in L.A. later in the movie. Which would have been, that's crazy. 2 movies that could have been set in New York and have these same, think of a movie that, like, what that would have been forever. Like, Jason Takes Manhattan. Well, King Kong, exactly.
Yeah.
Lasting shot. You have Jason, if they actually were able to film there, let's say on Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building, even this movie, you could have had like could you imagine if he was on the Statue of Liberty holding the skull? Like,
so dumb. I mean, yes, it'd be like iconic. I mean, listen, Remo Williams climbed the Statue of Liberty.
Yes, dude, Remo. We got to cover Remo Williams. Oh,
it's not a sequel though.
There's sequels.
No,
there's more than one.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
Remo Williams? I would almost be willing to bet there's no sequel to Remo Williams. So, but I like how you are really trying to bring all the evidence of why this cult following of how fantastic and great this movie is in the Predator world. When I was not prepared. I didn't prepare my side.
All right, so there was a really weird. They had Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins,
correct,
which is the one that you're talking about.
Yep.
But I've seen this before, but I guess it's not. Yeah, dude. They did a TV movie with Roddy McDowall in it.
Called Remo Williams? Is this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then we got to cover. I mean,
what the heck?
I think
it's only a TV movie.
Well,
who plays Remo Williams? They should have Remo, right?
I know they wanted to make a whole franchise with him. Like, I mean, the movie is great. I mean, I don't know why it didn't do as well, I guess.
He's good too. He's good.
He's really good. And Joel Grey, I mean, which is incredible. Like, I didn't know that's Jennifer Grey's father that played the Asian guy.
Oh.
And so there was a little controversy with that because he's not Asian, but I mean, that's Jennifer Grey's dad. That's so, yeah. So.
Oh my God. So that's one. Another quick one. They thought of this being in a major city when they were filming the first one, when Stan Winston was doing the effects in the trees and making everything move. And he was like, wow, it'd be really cool to see what we could do with the steel behind him or seeing him, on top of a building. And then lastly, Arnold did almost return to this movie. So he was going to show up at the end of the movie in a helicopter and help. And 2 things were like, he wanted like 250,000 more. And I think they were actually thinking about doing it. But then, what's his name? Who for some reason couldn't let him do it. Cameron said, if you do that, you won't be able to do Terminator 2, which is kind of a shit move. How long would it have taken to film that? That would have been wild, right? If when all the other Predators showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well,
yeah.
What if they had like a wanted poster on their ship of Arnold?
Well, they did do the only
I know,
time
I
they
know.
referenced them was that one scene.
I know.
But
But
why Keyes became a character.
Correct.
More character in this movie because no Arnold.
I listen. You throw Arnold in this role, I changed my view a little bit. Because now you have a revenge factor. This is like Revenge of Jaws. This is
This is Die Hard. Oh my God, predators are following me.
Well, it's revenge. He killed them, and so now listen, they're there to get their again. Danny Glover, the super cop. I mean, imagine it was Arnold that's in the city now, and they're like, this is the guy. Obviously, this guy's the super guy that And how come he didn't get an award? Like a gun, where Danny Glover does. He should have got something.
But that was the new lore that they added.
Well, I also heard that Patrick Swayze was supposed to be in the movie.
I saw that too.
That's insane.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Patrick Swayze has been like an almost in so many big movies from all the podcasts like you hear. And it's like, wow, could you imagine if he did do those? He never did, besides Roadhouse and obviously Red Dawn. Was he doing crazy action? No, right?
I don't think so. And that's another shame. Because I don't know if anyone else could have done Roadhouse. Right? He was perfect for that role. And a guy that does a dancing movie then does Roadhouse is such a bad and again, he's not a big guy or anything, but he has that aura. Because even with Red Dawn, he played that role.
He's
such
that.
And it's really a shame. I think he could have done way a lot
and then
more.
He became
action.
a ghost.
Oh my god!
In the movie 1990. Whoa, are you serious?
Well, I thought you were. I just said it's a shame that he died, and you said he became a ghost.
This is a family show.
You literally said a ghost after I said it was a shame that he didn't make it. So, all right.
I read the movie Ghost. But yeah, so now we get a quick title card. We get it right away. I always love watching old movies, especially I feel like Star Wars is one I watch a lot, or Die Hard, and you get the 20th Century Fox, and dude, we get just gangs upon gang violence. Man.
This might be the most action film shown first 10 minutes of a movie. I think right off the bat, it's it's a war zone nonstop. It's pretty insane. I mean, it is insane.
Well, when they were filming this, this wasn't heavy gang territory, but the Crips were on their side, the filming side, and they protected them.
Really?
They were filming the ghetto, kind of talking about the other white whale of this podcast, Death Wish 3. The same thing happened. They were filming in gang territories.
You know what? I bet you they used some of them as extras.
Maybe.
I mean, listen, it definitely was a little comical. I mean, as crazy as it was, I mean, just the amount of weapons that were being used in this scene.
Oh my God, dude.
I mean, it's insane. And I don't know how, if cops do this, but Danny Glover has a multiple weapons in his trunk. I'm gonna use
that's my
this
favorite thing in movies ever, right? Doesn't he do that in Lethal Weapon? He has a shotgun in his trunk.
Well,
no, that's Taggart. That's Taggart.
Him. Yeah, but it's also what's his name? Not Sweet Chuck. Tackleberry. He would. He would open up his trunk. I mean, I could see having a shotgun because again, you don't know what you're going into. But he had he rolled up when you have all these knives in a rolling, leather case. He had all the guns. He literally had 7 different guns. What decides what gun to use for a situation like this?
It's like golf, right? He needs a gun caddy to be hey, sir, could you imagine? That'd be funny in a spoof movie. That should have been a loaded weapon, right?
That is funny.
A guy walks up and says, hey, he's hiding behind that tree over there. You need something strong. He's the python. Oh, great choice.
That would be funny. That'd be funny.
But no, it is crazy how they always have that. But dude, the amount of people that are dying. And I love that. Obviously, this was always a thing because obviously it makes sense, right? We're using more energy. The Earth's getting a little warmer. Things are changing. This is the first time that I remember in a movie that they mentioned it because it's global warming. Everybody's so agitated because it's so hot.
They wanted to show you how hot it was so bad that Danny Glover steps out of the car. He's already has a soaked armpits and neck it was dripping wet, his shirt, before he even got out there. The second he got out, stepped out there, he was already wet. That's how hot it was.
Spraying them at all in the behind the scenes? Maybe I missed that. But there was a scene where Bill Paxton gets out and he's walking and it's at night and he's dripping.
Yeah. But I mean, but Danny Glover had this before he even stepped out of the car. He was already wet. Like, so, I mean, it just, again, but the funny thing is, like, the stains didn't move. So it's like,
Yeah.
it was the same scene the entire first 10 minutes. Like, he had the stain on his neck and his armpits.
Yeah. How about the one reporter once all the gunfire was getting close and then he has, fuck this, get me out of here.
You know who that is, right?
No, you're talking about Morton Downey.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't say that. He's diving in, man. Tony Pope is into it. Now, if you can recall, 90, was he at the almost tail end of his fame? Because I know he was big in the mid-'80s, and then it was found out that he was kind of a phony.
I would assume that he's probably still big, because why else would they use him?
Well, the show was over.
Because otherwise...
The show was on for 2
over.
years. Isn't that wild?
That's it?
2 years. So he was probably filmed. His thing was probably filmed for this movie. Yeah, it was only on for 2 years. That's wild, dude.
Did he act in other stuff then? Because, like, why would you use him if this movie, if his show was over for a while? Like, I mean, it had to be a while, too,
No,
right?
it wasn't over a while. This movie came out in 90. They probably filmed it in 89.
When was his last season?
89.
Oh, okay.
So it could have crossed over.
All right.
But that's crazy, man.
Well, imagine, like, they're like, oh, who's the hottest talk show right now? Oh, let's get Morton Downey Jr. And, like, they're filming it, and then they realize the show gets canceled. They're like, oh. Like, now they're stuck with him, because they know they could have had someone else. They could have got, what's his name? Who's the other talk show host back then? Donahue?
Phil Donahue? Dude, he was able to parlay doing that phony stuff to he was on SNL, not hosting. WrestleMania 5, he's fighting with Piper.
Yep.
Predator 2, Nerds 3. He was on a Tales of the Crypt episode. And then he was in some, like... Yeah,
well, you think about it, he paved the way for Richard Bay. Do you remember Richard Bay at all? Like, Richard Bay had that. So I saw him actually, I saw the show live. This was like in the early 90s. He had very similar to Jerry Springer kind of show. When did Jerry Springer start?
Early 90s.
Right. So I would say Morton Downey Jr. probably paved the way for these type of shows, and Jerry Springer. I think, like, without Morton Downey, I don't know if Jerry Springer would have been around.
Wow. And then 2 more things on this. So in 90, he had a show on CNBC called The Showdown. And then he tried like 3 more shows on radio after that, 92, 93. And then his last year, he tried to come back in Cleveland in 1997. But then he quit to sue Howard Stern for making up lies about him. Dude, it all happened because I thought it was more of that he lied about his show. He pretended that he got attacked by neo-Nazis in an airport.
I remember
San Francisco. He wrote like swastikas on his face. Oh my God, dude.
Is he alive or is he dead?
He's got to be dead, right?
Why does he got to be dead?
2001.
Oh, he died
in 68 in 2001, yeah. He would have been old. Damn, married a lot. He was married in 54.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. He was young, right? 54? He was
when was he?
Jesus. 22.
Oh, wow.
He's married and divorced, married, divorced. Jeez Louise. But yeah, no, he was great in this movie. Like, the nostalgia of thinking about, this freaking whack job guy. And but
he's reporting right in the middle of the action. It's not like you're reporting
in the war zone,
and there's like a fire, and behind you, and you're like, this literally gunshots are going all over the place. There's people dying, and he's standing right in the middle of it.
Yeah, I do love our protagonists who we're rooting for in this movie, and Danny Glover, Mike Harrigan. He does a lot of bad things in this movie. Right when we first meet him, he almost runs over Tony Pope.
Yeah,
he almost hits him with his car.
Yeah.
And the guns of the future, this is 1997, so they're like, in 7 years, are guns going to look like this? Or 7 years, let's make them look weird? They were all bizarre. They just had like extra scopes.
But they're also shooting bazookas. I mean, like, this is the middle. Can you imagine, like, I mean, you have gang violence here, but imagine like a gang shooting bazookas in the middle of the streets. It's ridiculous. And you remember the name of his show is Hardcore?
Hardcore, yeah. And how about the move that Glover pulls with just going in
and he pulled a Jim Carrey. He's hanging out the car as he's driving.
Yeah, like how do they not shoot you? Bullets go through cars.
Not only that, when he gets to the area where the gang is, why does he get their attention so they turn around and then he shoots them? Like he goes, "Hey guys," or something like that, or he said something to them and then he shoots them. Like, wouldn't you want to do like sneak attack and like kill them when they're not paying attention? Like, why bring attention that maybe one guy's going to turn around and shoot you before you even shoot him? Like, and you see that a lot in, again, movies, in the 80s where the cops would say something to get their attention so they could face them and then they would kill them.
Yeah.
Like,
You got it. Just like villains telling their plan. But, good guys are guilty.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
That's their version of it. Yeah, like you were talking about this gang. You were talking about the guns that Harrigan has. How about the guns the gang has when they run off? And there's like that room with all the coke, and they have like is that? And it was like in like a building. It was an office building kind of room.
It was Home Depot of guns in that building.
Yeah,
like it literally they had guns on the walls. They had like a display and they had just coke just sitting there so they can, snort it before they go back out there. And like
that guy was ready to die. He knew he was dying today when the way he just put his face into it.
Oh my gosh.
And then Danny Glover, dude, the fact that he takes those 5 guys out with a shotgun, those guys are horrible. They deserve to die.
But you're going in a war zone where there's machine guns and like, to me, a shotgun is not going to be quick enough. It's not going to be quick enough for what they have. Like, you want something that's going to, yeah, but it does look the best when you're shooting someone with a shotgun.
I know.
So,
It is always great. Even in video games, I always loved in Gears of War, like having a shotgun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So now the gang's ready to go back out and help their guys, and that's when the Predator drops in. And it's like, oh my God.
So yeah, what? It seems like he's watching all the action first.
He
does a lot.
Already, yeah.
But, okay, so tell me, what is the plot of this movie? Like, why is the Predator there?
Well, we don't know. There's no reason why he's there.
So there's no
He's
plot.
just hunting.
Okay, there's no plot in this movie.
Well, it's the first movie.
Well, the plot is, the first movie is they go there they're on a mission to.
I understand that.
Okay, and so, but they come across a Predator. Here, the Predator's already there. He's already in action. So the plot is that there's just a Predator there while they're in the middle.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
If you take the Predator out of the first movie, it's the same movie. They're saving people.
The movie
POWs.
starts off with a purpose. It's a mission. These military guys are going there. I forget what the mission was, but they go in there for a mission and they come across a Predator. Here, the Predator is already here. Danny Glover's trying to stop a gang war. There's no purpose of the like.
And the Predator starts helping.
Oh, he does start helping, but like, what's the purpose? Like, why is a Predator there in the first place? Don't tell me he's there because he's found.
He's showing off. He has to feed. He has to show all of his trophies when he brings them home.
This is where it gets stupid. This is like
his ship was huge.
Oh,
and somehow that fit in the subway.
I was going to say his ship was how did it get there?
It was huge.
How did it get? It was a planet. Like, it looked like a planet when the amount of time that Danny Glover was walking around before he comes across anything. But how did the ship get into the subway?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how he could fit in there. For as much as he walked around, that's not the size of a subway.
Forget fitting there. How does it get down there? Because there's no opening.
No, nobody's going. He knew when the trains were running.
It's so stupid. It's so
free parking.
And how does the Predator know? Is he just following Danny Glover at this point? Because throughout the movie, he somehow gets everywhere. Again, he gets in the subway. How does he get down there? No one. Yes.
A newspaper.
He blends in. Yeah.
A Halloween mat. Groucho Marx nose and glasses and mustache.
I mean, he does. He goes invisible, but people could still see him when he's invisible.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just.
Invisibility is not great.
No, it's not. Right? It's not. It's not really invisible. So, like, what do you call it? Partially invisible?
He's just cloaking himself. But if you look, it makes everything look different.
It does. It looks like you're looking through like a glass. Like, like
Harry Potter had better invisibility, and he's not an alien.
Well, he's a wizard, though.
You're a wizard, Harry. But yeah, no. Now we get. But dude, just the Predator. Now, what about the Predator rules? While you're watching, do you understand the rules of the Predator?
Well, the only one I guess I know is he doesn't kill babies.
That's one. Yeah. And kids. The other one is, and I thought Danny Glover figured this out, but he did not. He was only killing people that had guns. Because later in the movie, in one of the scenes, remember when everybody was armed on the subway? which we'll talk about later
Oh
in
my
more depth.
gosh.
But
Yeah.
he goes, they were all armed. So it was like, oh, that's why that's why the Predator killed them.
You know what? If you think about the first movie, the only survivor outside of Arnold, because he kicked his ass, is the girl who didn't have a gun.
Look at that.
Well,
So they
everyone else
borrowed
had a
that
gun.
from the first one.
I didn't even think about that. So, all right. So okay.
Billy had a knife,
Oh,
but that's a weapon.
but you said a gun.
No,
So
man, any
so,
weapon.
Okay, so a weapon.
Rocket launcher, I'm sure the Predator's going to be like, oh, I know that's bad too.
No. Billy also had a gun, I think.
No, he did, but I'm saying in that
I know.
pivotal
All
scene
that.
with him,
Well,
yeah.
you wanted I wanted more of that. Like they didn't. To me, Billy didn't get a good send off because I mean, like he's ready to battle the Predator. I wanted to see a little something, like some kind of battle, and we got nothing. Like you hear him yelling off screen, you know. But I mean, listen, he's an alien, but he feels for children. He's an alien hunter who really does not care about human life, but he has rules that he won't touch a child.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
he
that's-
holds off on Harrigan. For a lot of this movie, I thought he was like, oh, he's helping out Harrigan. That's what I really thought. Like, no joke. There was like a few points he could have killed him. Like,
Oh, many times.
yeah,
But-
but why?
Why? Thank you. Because there's no plot. So, we don't know why he's doing anything, and we don't know why he's there. That's why.
Yeah, if he didn't kill his own partner, if he didn't kill the other cops, which obviously had to happen in this movie, you couldn't have everyone survive. But maybe if he didn't kill them, then it'd be like, okay, he's on Danny's side. But yeah, why
Okay.
does he let him live and not the other people?
All right, let me ask you this question. While this Predator is doing all this stuff, what are the other Predators doing? Because there's a lot of them.
They're on the other planets hunting.
No, they're they're on the ship. It's hanging around.
No, they weren't. They appeared. No, they transported from another place.
They did not. They were already on the ship. Just they showed themselves, but they're already
Why
there.
wouldn't they have shown up the whole time?
You
don't
think
wanna
they
kill?
they can't transport? That's why they have a ship.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, so I don't think they
So they're just
transported.
sitting there waiting. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
well, that's
man,
what I
don't
wanna
feel
know,
like
like,
killing
what-
humans today.
What were they doing? Like, why do the Predators always fight alone? Because again, in the jungle, why was he the only one there? Where were the other Predators? And in this movie, he's fighting alone. Where are the other Predators?
Maybe that's the rules. Only one predator can fight
Oh,
at
my-
one time.
So are those like his family? So like they're retired. They're just hanging out on the ship.
Well, one's
while he-
older. One's the older one that
Well-
they used the suit from the first movie. And they made it like weathered.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying because again, if you look at
Maybe
the first
one's
movie,
in Jersey. Maybe one takes the train to Jersey. Well, the other one takes the Amtrak up to Boston. Speaking of gangs,
well, I want to clarify. I do not believe they teleport because
I know, I
Okay.
agree. I don't think. they
okay.
tell.
So again, they're on the ship because there's a bunch of them. What are they doing while this one's creating havoc?
Let's see. I don't think they're. Yeah, can't teleport.
Okay, good. So there goes my theory. See, so what are they doing? See now,
They're just waiting.
I'm building up my side of
They're
why
watching.
this movie's
They're watching their
ridiculous.
shows. They're
So
watching their shows.
They're watching the soaps. That's it.
They're watching the soaps. Yeah, but no, it's like he's making the Predator's making the choices to kill the bad guys, and then when Mike Harrigan sees him on top of the building, that was pretty cool. Like him looking at him and like the double take he made. But again, why didn't he kill him?
You know what? Maybe, like you said, maybe they're there to help clean up the city, and the other Predators are like, we got one that's going rogue right now, because otherwise they were hiding and helping all this time.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's funny that this and Death Wish 3, because the vigilante part of it, and it seems like he kind of is a vigilante.
Yes,
Like, I know he does kill the cops, but if you think about it, the only cops he killed,
his team.
You know what? I know, but the first guy he killed, he
No,
wasn't doing anything to him.
But okay, but he's did he skin the humans in the first movie? I don't remember that.
Did he skin the humans? That's a good question. Or
And-
he hung. I don't remember him hanging them.
I don't either. And how does he have time to skin them and hang them as high as they? First of all, super high.
He's quick. Yeah.
I mean, and he hangs them like literally in the middle of like that ceiling, like it was pretty high up. But like, why is he stripping them naked? And why is he like, unless he's taking this? I mean, okay, the scene that he's
that
like,
wasn't the first movie when they remember when they got to the POW camp.
there was a skin.
That's when they found them all skinned and hung upside down.
Okay, so why does he do that?
It's like to show off his trophies. He's hunting. That's why he takes the skulls. He skins them like people do with deer.
Okay, so you're telling me
Drain
like
the blood.
that scene when he's polishing the skull.
Oh,
That's ridiculous.
gotta make it look nice. His boys are coming over.
He's using human like stuff to use to polish the skulls. Like they don't have their own. It's just, I mean, this Predator acted very human in this movie. I mean, and not only acted human, the fact that they made him say things that go. I mean, like in the first one, he does speak, but he speaks as if an alien just like overheard, you know, and he says things. Here, he's literally using things at the right
he's
time.
Just he's mimicking.
He's mimicking, but he's using them at the right time. When the first one, he was just mimic. He was just, you know, doing like laughing or whatever. This one gave him a little bit more of a personality, you know.
Do you want candy?
Oh my gosh, a little silly. So go ahead. Okay.
But I do love when the Predator comes back, like they see the guy hanging from the ceiling, and then when they come back, it's gone. Where was the talk about that? There was no mention of no one guys, this is crazy.
Yep.
There was a body here. We came back. It was gone. Like there's nothing about that.
And they did such a focus on the body when they saw it because they're like, it's so high up. How they do, you know, like who's doing, and then they just forgot about it. Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we get Davi. He's the deputy chief. And then the helicopter landing scene. The director talks about it. It is something that wouldn't be done today.
Okay, hold on. First of all, Davi plays the same role, and he's another one.
Oh my god,
the same role in every movie. Like he's just like that jerky, you know, like all the time. But that helicopter landed in the middle of a crowded area.
My God, dude.
Like I mean, how many people would have probably died if you know the way the helicopter landed?
But then we get, and I wrote this down, the god that is Busey has arrived.
You know what?
Man, the energy he brings.
I wanted more from him. I wish we had more scenes with Busey. Like I feel like they didn't use him enough. Like, and I feel like at the end of the movie, they used Busey to be Busey. But I feel like he could have had a little bit more involvement. It would have been cool.
Yeah, now they could have got them connected earlier.
Yeah.
To be able to work together a little bit earlier. They kept like them not getting along the whole movie.
They do that in a lot of movies too, right? They're like, oh, you know, it's over your head. You won't understand. How about tell him? How about like, you know, you're on the same side. He's dealing with the situation. Like, how about bring him in and say, hey, listen, this is the situation we have, you know, where, you know, you shouldn't be going on your own. You know, like you got to go, you know, no, they always keep things a secret, you know?
Yeah. They didn't trust him with Ulf, the otherworld life figures.
Which, by the way, the fact that their headquarters was like in the back alley of like it was so ridiculous. Like the matter was.
And you get like a young Adam Baldwin in this movie. It's probably one of his first movies.
Who?
Adam Baldwin, no relation.
Oh, okay.
He plays like the guy, the only one that survives, that runs away at the end. But yeah, so dude, one thing I would love to know, if you are a cop or you were in the police stations in the 80s or the early 90s, at sequels only, Doug at sequelsonly.com is my email. Tell me stories. Were police stations ever this rowdy?
I wrote down, it's a madhouse. Like, I mean, like nonstop. Like, I mean, first of all, how can you even feel safe there? It looked like there was just criminals all over the place with free range. Like at any moment,
headbutting cops.
It's just insane. Like it's
hookers just like flaunting everything. It's like,
I'm assuming when you go to a police station back then, like, you know, not every desk is going to be preoccupied with a criminal. Like here, there wasn't a free cop. Like every cop was dealing with a situation. Like I don't think that's how it happened. And it almost seemed like a lot of them were there, like even questioning the cops. Like, you know, like like do cops literally, like today, do cops bring a criminal, like someone in that committed a crime and sit them at their desk?
Yeah, like a sales call.
They do that in every 80s and 90s movie with cops. They literally have a chair there to sit there while they're in handcuffs. They're sitting there just having, you know, like getting all their information in. We got to get your insurance and make sure you have your Social Security. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Oh my God. And then this is where we meet Paxton. He gets transferred over from another squad.
Did you know he was a cop right away?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? I thought he was like a reporter or something.
Oh, he could be he's sleazy. He could be like a
the way he was
Popish type
acting.
of
I mean,
reporter.
obviously, what's her name? Maria, right?
Oh, Maria Conchita Alonso.
Which I got news for you. I mean, she looked like she was afraid the entire movie. From the beginning of the
my
movie,
God. She shouldn't be a cop.
She should not have been a cop. Like she looked like in the middle of that war zone, she looked like she was in panic mode. And then the rest of the movie, she's like panic mode. I mean, it's like But I mean, like the fact that she grabs grabs Paxton.
Oh my God. Starts squeezing it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be my partner, we don't want that Lone Ranger shit because his partner got shot or killed. But yeah, man, so good. And
you think they could do that today and get away with it?
No. And then he says, "Oh, is she on the rag?" I'm like, "Oh my God, dude, this guy is insane."
He's on, but that's him, man. That's like it's such his personality. Like, I don't know if it's his accent, like his southern, like slow kind of. He's kind of like a slow drawl a little bit, like what is.
Yeah.
And it's just the way he says it. It fits every single time, every movie.
Yeah, but he does play good guy well too.
No,
like,
he does.
When you watch like Twister,
you're
like, man, I love this guy. Like he's just so you kind of root for him no matter what.
He's another guy that, like, what, his time was so short. Like, I mean, he was just in so many. I don't think he ever really starred alone in a movie, but he's such a great like side character. He's a great co-star.
He's great. Trespass with him and Sadler, really awesome movie. But this movie gives us, I think, an early front runner for even though we're past halfway point of the year, for the sequel awards, line of the year.
Oh my!
Danny Glover, when he's told he has to talk to Busey and tell him, he says, "Which means you chop it on my dick and shove it in my ass."
Which part of that is worse?
That's a great point.
I mean, when he said that, I'm like, Doug's definitely going to mention it.
That's insane. Just the way he said it, and he just like looked at, and the captain. Oh, you're saying that guy, the captain?
Yeah.
Who he was? That's the guy from.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Because you also
that guy was not good in this movie. I'm like, this should have been a better actor.
Oh yeah. No.
Guy. Yeah.
But the Spanish. Who's the Spanish guy with him? His other partner.
He's
in a lot of stuff. He's in tons.
Dude, what's crazy about him? When he was doing this movie, he was running for, I don't know, governor or some like political position in like Venezuela, like in his home country. So he was like well known. Maria Conchita Alonso, like famous singer at this point around the world. And but dude, and then how about when we hard cut after this to adult film star Terry Weigel, who was the one person I thought I could have interviewed for this when her guy got back to me, but it just never worked out. But dude, that scene was wild. And we get a building that's fully dark and one light on.
That was very similar to the Showgirls pool scene.
My God, yeah.
She looked like she was on a bounce house. Like the way she was bound, I mean, like insane. But like every window was like no curtains at all. Like, and I don't think you saw any other room but theirs.
None. That was insane. They're the only people up right now. And obviously the Jamaicans that showed up, right? The Jamaican gang.
The voodoo guys.
Oh, dude, there's they say a name later in the movie about their gang, and I'm like, oh, that's a little silly.
See, okay, now we're getting a little silly now, see?
Well, there is some silly stuff. It's a great movie.
Again, I'm not saying it's not, but it's not. There's the level from like when we talk about sequels, this is not even close to the first movie. I don't, we can argue that all you want. Predator is such on a higher level that this movie doesn't come close to even. Like it should not be.
We're not done yet. You never know.
Okay.
You may change your mind.
I know. I'm not gonna change.
So now the Jamaicans, they hung him upside down. They're like marking his body, and then you're thinking they're just like calling his bluff. He's like, "I'll give you the money right now," and he says like a ridiculous money. I'm out of money. But dude, when he stabs him in the chest, you're like, "Oh my God, this is real!" And then he drags the knife down.
Wait, you didn't think it was real?
No, I'm saying I didn't think he was going to kill him. I thought it was all just like, I'm going to put this fake blood on you. Give me the money. Try to scare him to pay. Because the guy was like, I have $900,000 in my suitcase and I can give you the rest tomorrow. And He freaking killed him, dude.
You know, when guys are in this situation, you know, when they borrow the money and then they say, "Oh, I have the money right here." If you had the money, you would have paid them because you know, like, I mean, I can't imagine, like, what goes through people's minds. Because again, you see this in movies all the time. You see this in real life when you feel that you need to borrow that much money, and you know it's not going to end well if you don't pay it back.
I know.
Like, I mean, like, it's like, so, like, does anyone think like, oh, you know, maybe I'm going to get away with this? Because I mean, because no one seems to care. They keep enjoying the and this happens in movies. They always enjoy the movie, and then they look surprised when the guys come to collect and they're not prepared, and it never ends well. Never.
So what you're trying to tell the audience is, if you borrow a lot of money, make sure just keep the lights off.
Well,
because they would have maybe the gang was like, "Oh, he's out."
Yeah, keep the lights off and only borrow from like really small people.
Yeah, not big guys.
And you're probably
hang you upside down from.
Oh,
how did they hang them? That rope was like really high up in the ceiling.
Do you think that? Well, I said the same thing. I go, how'd they do that? I mean, that was ridiculous. But do you think that's where the Predator learned, or they learned from the Predator to do that?
They learned from the Predator. He was already doing that. He did that in that first scene.
So you think they're copying to make it look like they're like then they're doing?
No, I don't think they know what happened because there was no. Remember, the body wasn't there.
Yeah,
so
but they know about the Predator. They know about
Tony Pope got photos of this place, and had it out there.
But don't they already know about the Predator?
No,
the voodoo guy does.
Not this guy. No, yeah, that's the other voodoo guy.
Yeah, but aren't they part of the same gang?
But he doesn't know yet. That happens after the scene.
I thought the voodoo guy knew that something's going on, and I would assume he would tell the rest of his gang.
Yeah, no. When he met him in the alleyway, you're talking about?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that was after this.
No, I know that, but he's part of the same gang though of these guys.
No, I know, but he found out when his gang died because that's where it went public of what they looked like.
I thought he knew this whole time that he had that presence of there's some.
He
alien.
knew. Oh, there's a predator in this city.
I think so. That's what the voodoo guys do. They're like wizards.
They're like Chris Hansen. Maybe he's a
Chris Hansen. Why'd you say Chris Hansen?
Did you ever see that sketch before? To Catch a Predator. That's
oh my gosh. That went over my head.
Yeah. But yeah. So now so they actually kill that guy, and then this is where Predator shows off all of his new gadgets. He's stabbing guys. A claw kill was awesome. He has a long staff on him. Really cool, dude. Then the claw to the face to the main bad guy.
Yeah. No, but I thought didn't he have like crazy stuff in the first movie too? Like, I mean, I that's all believable. I like that stuff.
He didn't have the frisbee. He didn't have the.
So do you think
the net? He didn't have the net.
Well, that frisbee thing is ridiculous.
Oh my god, dude!
And we have to talk. I mean, Danny Glover.
What a great scene!
Okay.
I want that on a shirt.
Okay, how does he knows how to work it and use it?
Work it. He just put his fingers on.
Oh my gosh! But do you think the Predator has like a cue?
Oh well, yeah, right. It's a nerdy Predator.
I say, yeah, with all these gadgets.
Didn't make it. He had glasses on.
Now we're going to Gremlin territory. And if you think
he has braces.
If you think about
braces on his.
Gremlins kind of look like a predator. They have the same kind of scaly skin or whatever. Like,
nothing beats the Predator face. When you see that, you're like,
well, he already said.
So scary.
Doesn't he compare it to a female? The anatomy.
He does, yeah, yeah. But dude, it looks so good, and the way the mechanics move on it looks.
And
awesome.
It's the same guy from the first movie, right? The same guy that played Predator.
Oh. Yep, and he died shortly after this.
Did he really? Oh wow!
In '91, I think he was sick.
And he was also Harry and the Hendersons, which is yeah.
And in the behind the scenes thing, which I'll put in the episode notes because it's pretty good. The person that put that together, you get him talking about. He goes, "Yeah, I played an alien in another movie that came into a city, so I guess I played Predator 3 times."
I want to see that because the way he described it seemed. I forget the name of the movie, but I want to look.
I forget the name of it.
Yeah.
But now this is where the reporter says, "Oh, the vicious Jamaican posse." And then, what is Paxton? What's the joke that he says?
The one that he tells he says it like multiple times.
Yes, what was it? Because he says it when they get there, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I know.
We didn't mention it. How about the apartment? It was a temple. It looked like you were in King Tut's tomb.
Well, the
It
guy
had giant stone floors. It had high pillars.
The guy was
and I'm like,
loaded. The guy was loaded.
I get it, but those. Can you imagine, how are they getting the bricks up? Those are big stone things.
Do we know? Do we know what he did for a living? That guy, or no?
No. We just know he owed them money.
All right.
Maybe he was a drug dealer.
All right. How did the predator get in the apartment?
He just opened the door.
I mean, he literally.
They were out having a butt on the balcony.
See, that's why
she showed her a butt. He said,
my
leave the
gosh.
door open.
So do you think he was watching them the whole time? Because I mean, he could have killed them this whole time, but he was like,
he's like, shit, they interrupted me. Maybe that's why he killed his
mad.
Jamaican guys.
That's why he's mad.
I'm trying to peep over here. Do you imagine that's why he killed everybody? He just happened to be peeping on a woman, and then they interrupted. He's like, oh shit.
Again, being in the jungle, he can move around fine. Here, he's going into multiple different buildings. I just want to see, like, is he going through the front door? How is he taking the elevator up? Because once he's inside, like, imagine like someone's in the elevator with him, but they, obviously they can't see him right
That'd
away.
Be great.
I mean, but you think about it, this is, look at the floor this was on. How is he getting up there? There's no windows open. I mean, like,
he climbs up.
Oh my
cuts
gosh.
a little hole through the window.
Oh, okay. A little hole. The predator is 9 feet tall, and he's going to cut a little hole.
But he can perfectly cut it. You can't hear it. He has like the super sharp. He has alien warfare.
Yeah. Okay.
He can do it all.
Yeah.
But now, so Busey, again, he's so over the top because he says to Danny Glover, if you interfere again, I'll murder you.
Do you think that, first of all, I'm assuming you might lose your job for saying something like that. I think that's pretty, but do you think,
that's pretty over the top.
You think Glover was like, this is cool. Riggs gets a chance to beat the crap out of you, and now it's my turn, kind of thing.
I know, right? But yeah, dude, and then you get young Adam Baldwin showed up for the first time. And then this one, the Predator's like listening to Danny Glover talk. He's like taking it all in.
Yeah. He's taking notes.
Okay.
He's taking notes.
Yeah, he is. Oh, here's a great Paxton line for anybody that's single out there. Try this at the bar. I don't know if it would work, but he's at the bar. They're drinking. He goes up, interrupts to like a guy that probably just met a girl that night dancing and says, hey, can I dance with my sister? Hey, you're not my sister. And then she's into it. She's all for it. And
she was staring at him before he got there. So it's not like he just randomly went up to her. There was connection before he got there. It's a great line. But that's also kind of weird. Like you're going to a bar.
You imagine being the guy that got kicked off, like dumped for that? Ugh.
Well, I would be like, that's kind of weird that you want to dance with your sister at a bar. It's like one thing, you dance with your sister at a wedding. You go into a bar, you're going to dance with your sister? He's probably saying no.
But then you hear, you're not my sister, and then you're like, wow, dude, I fell for that.
Yeah. That's true.
It's going to be a lonely night, Pamela Anderson. So now we get Glover's partner goes back into the warehouse because he saw
the claw.
Little claw from the vent. Which again, how high up is that?
Why did he say
That's a huge ladder.
Why didn't he say anything when he saw it the first time?
Because the FBI showed up. He didn't want to say anything.
But why did he tell Glover?
Get off the scene.
But why did he tell Glover? Like, why is he keeping
why didn't he tell him?
Yes. They're on the same team.
I don't know why he wouldn't have.
And he's going to go there alone? Like, I mean, like, why is, like, again, the team, they don't communicate. They're on the same team. Wouldn't it have made sense? Like, hey, listen, there's a claw up there that looks odd. We should check it out. Instead, let me do my own thing. I'm going to keep it to myself and then get trapped. I mean, it makes...
He didn't get a chance to whisper before.
Nothing.
I love when they were like, hey, Keith said not to go up there. And he's like, no, it's okay. And then when it comes in, he's like, fucking...
And he's...
in his face.
He's climbing all this in slippery dress shoes and like a suit. Like, again, why not like dress for what you're going to do? Like, why do investigators, if they're going to go somewhere, why do they have to wear a suit?
Oh my God! Why is it just not in the most comfortable clothing?
But like
athletic gear, right?
Everything. Like, to me, it's you always see them wearing suits. Like I said, dress shoes. But if you have to climb like he had to climb, or there's someone there and you have to start chasing, wouldn't it make more sense to give him sneakers, give him comfortable shoes, no jacket? Like, but like, what's the purpose of the suit? To show that you're professional? Who are you showing it to? The criminals? Like they really care?
I know.
Like, they're not going to take you serious
Oh
because you're not
man, I
wearing a
got
suit.
arrested last week. Oh, how was it? Like I wasn't even wearing a goddamn suit. You was wearing sweatpants.
What a
Can you
disappointment.
believe it?
Yeah.
ratemyarrestor.com. He got a 2 stars. No, he was in flip flops.
Oh
Come
my
on.
gosh. Ridiculous.
But yeah. So now so he's getting the claw. He pulls on it. He falls over. He sees the predator. Predator like saves him for a second, and then.
Well, it's more fun to kill him his way than to let him
Oof.
die that way.
Yeah, that's sure. Right.
So,
but it's like, why did he kill him? He must have had a gun on him.
he killed him because maybe he doesn't want anyone to know that he's there, and by having,
that's true, right?
So he got rid of the evidence,
Covering up the that's true.
which this scene then really the only purpose of the scene and him finding the claw was to get him killed. Because they don't, that claw doesn't come into effect at all, right? Later on. And so, like, it was almost like, again, it was a filler scene just to get him killed.
Just to get him by himself, yeah. And then you had that later in the movie, it was like, hey, these two are partners. It makes sense for them to be together. But yeah. So how about on Tony Pope's show when he has the counter of how many people died because he snuck into that he wrote Danny was one good cop. One good cop.
Do you think they have that, like, in real life?
Oh my God.
A
Do they have
counter?
on like a cop show? Could you imagine that?
I mean, I can see it having a rest counter, maybe, but yeah.
You think cops have that? Like, like at Walmart, it'll have like 0 days since the last accident. Do you think they have like oh my God.
Why'd you pick Walmart? Are they a sponsor of the show?
Breaking news. Walmart, Arkansas's little gem. But yeah, so dude, and then just the way people talk in this movie, like they know that Danny Glover and Danny like went through because his buddy's name was Danny, the guy that just died. So they're at the funeral and Danny's wearing these wild, like futuristic shades. And you get this guy saying, hey, your partner was boned like a fish.
Like, do you think that comes across insensitive?
That's somebody's son.
It's
like
ridiculous.
Bone like a fish?
Yeah. Well, not everybody has a bedside manner.
Terrible bedside manner. We've seen a lot of movies, and I guess depict the future. We saw like Back to the Future 3. We've seen a lot of. Well, that one's not.
Yeah, but is this considered the future? I mean, yes. I mean, obviously.
What's the future from when it's made?
No, I know that, but it's like it really was. I mean, what's the timeline between this and the first movie?
7 years. I mean, 10 years.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, I don't consider. I mean, in real time, it's not. I mean, it's the future, obviously, but the fact that
I'm just saying, based on like what the inventions are, because the one that we get is that a real thing? Can you put something into a box, close it like a microwave, hit a button, and it goes, whoa, we don't know what elements these are made of. It's like, wait.
Not at all. I doubt
it was
that.
super light, but very strong.
But hey, listen, maybe science has gotten so big in 7 years. So
yeah. Big breakthrough. So now we get Glover wants to go meet like the Jamaican gang leader. So he gets into this.
So remind me. I missed this part. Why? How did he know to go to the voodoo guy?
Because that was his guys that were killed. So Danny Glover's trying to figure out like who killed his partner because he thinks it's a person.
No, correct. But I mean, but like, how did he
because his people died. Okay. So he was like, I wonder why.
Let me go to the top of the gang and find out.
Top of the food chain to see what happened. Okay. But yeah, so he has to get hotboxed on the way. They're smoking so much weed in the thing. And then they drop him off in a random alleyway.
I was going to say, they have to meet in a random alley. And
don't trust the cops, man.
How comfortable do you have to be to like say, hey, how is this not a trap? I'm a cop. I'm going there alone as cops, in the movies always do. Like, I would be, I mean, like, he should be scared that this is a setup.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially the guy looks like a pirate. He's eating chicken wings and he puts the bones in his pocket.
The way they portray like voodoo guys in movies is, I think, hysterical. Like, they're really like, I wonder, like, I mean, I know voodoo is real in a lot of like Haiti and like a lot of countries.
We just covered voodoo, right? We just covered
in real life, though. I'm talking about.
Can't even, I know.
So, like, do you think like in real life this is how they really are, Like,
Oh
you know,
my
like,
God.
or are we making like a clowny version of a voodoo witch doctor or whatever? You know, like I
They have
wonder.
to be mysterious, right? It'd be not as fun if they're like a silly person. They have to be scary, like Papa Shango, I think of.
Well, so they're almost like, so you're saying they're almost like the Wizard of Oz, where they have this front, but then when when no one's looking, they take off all the stuff and
They're really
like a
silly.
nerdy, like a nerdy guy, like
Whoa.
phew.
It's like those psychics. How many psychics can be in New Jersey on Route 22 in like a house?
Yeah, but they don't look as. I mean, again, voodoo people, like, they always have the weird hats. They have the beads all over the place. They have the chicken bones. They have, remember the voodoo? Was it the voodoo in the
Weekend at Bernie's too. They used the chicken.
Bernie's. Yeah. So I mean, like, so I just,
And then another. What was the movie they used a bucket of chicken?
that was
Remember there's
no, that was the same movie.
that was that movie.
'Cause they were in a
okay.
movie. They went to the movie theater.
Oh yeah.
That scene was insane.
The best. Steve James.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. So now we get one of the cool things that was really awesome. So right after the gang leader, when Danny Glover's about to leave, is when we find out that the gang leader's being watched. Because that was really cool, dude. When you see like the brick fall, because it's not a good peeper. Drops the brick down and it starts, and you see it moving. You see it start stepping in the puddles. Pretty neat.
Well, so again, how does the predator know where Danny Glover's going? Because he was in a car. He was at his office when he found like he's not outside speaking out loud for the predator to hear, but somehow the predator constantly knows where he is.
He's always tailing him. Maybe.
Okay, that's number one. Two, Gary Busey and his team have that thermogram, whatever, that they can follow where the predator is. How come they can never find him when they need to?
Oh well, that's They have a terrible plan at the end of the movie.
But they have that screen that follows him. They said we can follow where he is, but they never know where he is. They never get him. Never get there.
Well, they only know where he is within that warehouse because they have everything set up.
No, but before they go in there, they said that they know, like, they have some kind of tracker or something because the heat.
Well, it's not on him. They have like a thermal
that's what I mean.
Scanner that they have only in that warehouse.
I thought they had it.
It's contained because we never see him on the road, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought they could track.
Well, they know the reason they're able to get him in the warehouse because they know he goes there like every few days to feed. So that's why they set up, which is kind of, that was silly.
All right. Well,
but we saw his,
I was going to say the rain. So rain is that happen to it like kind of electrocutes him and he loses his power? Is that
rain? He can't get wet.
We can't get wet. That's when he gets that's when he can be seen. Isn't that what happened in the first Predator? Right, when he goes in the water.
That's true. Yeah, but in this movie, he steps in puddles and you don't see him.
Yes, but wasn't there a point where he starts losing his that's when he climbs the building and you can see him climbing the building because he couldn't turn invisible. I thought it was because he got wet.
Okay, that makes sense. Maybe it's when it's fully. I just remember him stepping in the puddles and that was a cool shot because all you saw was the water splashing. But when you see his full reflection in the water, and that's when he chops that guy's head off and you're like, wow, dude.
Yeah.
And that's when he polishes it.
Yeah, but see, now he didn't have a weapon.
Chicken bones?
See, so now your rule went out the window.
Chicken bones. He might have had a gun, or maybe he had a knife at the end of his cane.
He did not. So, I mean, people can die in a chicken bone. You can die in a chicken bone.
Sure, you can choke on a chicken bone.
Isn't that how Mama's at Papa? Whatever. What's that?
No, Mama Cass. I thought it was a ham sandwich.
Or maybe the chicken bone in the ham sandwich.
That'd be good. Chicken and ham, not too bad. So now we get Glover. He's at the cemetery. Then we get the worst parents ever in movie history. These make the parents of Woodsboro, not Woodsboro. Well, Woodsboro, they're not the best either. But why can't I think of it?
Every movie we discussed is bad parents. Yeah. I mean, that gun the kid has is insane.
But at the cemetery, two parents saying, "Hey, don't move. We'll be right back."
Oh my gosh. Yeah. But you're going to bring a toy gun to a cemetery?
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, how many people might have died in that cemetery because of a gun? And this kid is bringing a gun there.
Mocking it?
Oh, well, not mocking it, but like, imagine like people there mourning their loved ones and they see this kid running around with a toy gun.
That's
like,
true.
A little
or
insensitive.
What if they probably have a sign that says no toy guns and also no buckets of chicken because there's probably 6 people in there that choked on chicken. Could you imagine your family's going in there and they look over somebody's digging into some KFC, and you bring back those memories.
So you think that people are buried based on like how they died? So like here's the chicken bone people. They all died.
Oh my god,
together.
the food section.
Here's the ham
the
sandwich.
vehicle section.
Yeah,
that'd be good, right?
yeah, that'd be fantastic. Like these are all the idiots that died on a chicken bone. Here lies all the idiots. Yeah.
Here's the people that picked up snakes. I don't know why. Were they experts? No, of course not.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude. But yeah, when that kid shoots him, the little kid shoots like the water gun at him. You see him a little bit like flicker.
See?
And then the kid says, "Hey, you want some candy?"
Why did he immediately say that, the kid? Like,
maybe strangers have offered it to him before.
But see, he shot him with the water, and you can see him. It's something.
Right, yeah.
So you're telling me in 7 years aliens couldn't come up with hey, listen, it didn't the first time. Clearly, water affects us. So
they never were able to relay the information back because it died.
So does it rain on their planet?
Maybe it doesn't.
I mean, clearly it's a big flaw in their suit.
They're on a planet, right? Isn't that Predators? They actually go to their planet. Adrian Brody, I think.
I don't think I watched any of them except the Alien Predator one we watched. I really haven't watched any of them.
But we didn't watch Alien Predator. We watched The Predator.
But wasn't there an alien there or no?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
There's multiple Predators.
All right. So yeah, that's the only one I watched.
Now we have to do an Alien vs. Predator.
They made like 2 or 3 of them, right? I think.
I know they definitely made 2, but I remember just the one. There's like a high school party, and the Alien and Predator like killing the kids at the house. Like the pizza delivery guy gets out of the car, and you see the alien. Like it is cool looking, but it's just like why are they here?
It's silly. It's again. It became the first one's not silly. Even though it has the one-liners, it's just like action, like awesome.
You know, Predator,
the original one.
Oh no, I know, but I'm saying like the big jump, like to me, it's still in the same vein a little bit. I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying Predator 1 versus Predator 2 because they're kind of in present day, right? But Aliens is set so far in the future, an alien, and you're like, oh wait, now he's in Los Angeles?
Again, I mean, I don't even know how he got there.
Where do you find that skull?
So, I don't know.
I just love that was made. And the guy goes, wow, that's really cool. Can we put that in the movie? And then it became this thing. Like maybe eventually, just like everybody always says, like, oh, well, they said back then, like Freddy versus Jason. So easy, right? Like these are the 2 guys that the biggest franchises.
Well, weren't they in the comics together? Were they in comics together?
From what I was reading, that didn't happen until this started. This launched the idea of the comics, but that could have been happening anyway.
No, I know
down the road, right?
But I have only watched the first 2 Aliens and then like the newer ones. I never watched like 3, 4, or whatever.
Oh, but 3's different.
They're on my list to watch eventually, but I just figured we're gonna probably do them, so I don't want to watch it ahead of time. But I just feel like at least with the Alien movies, they stayed in their element of being in space and whatever it was, like bringing this to a city and then Predators at a city again, like a town. It just makes it silly to me that's what we're dealing with, because now it becomes like a Friday the 13th. Now it's a Jason just going around killing people in towns. Like it's not.
Yeah, that one that we covered, it wasn't obviously a good movie, but it was wild, like seeing the Predator like on a football field, like in a high school, like fighting
100%. They're entertaining, but I hate that it's in the Predator world.
Well,
that's it.
Deal with it.
That's the last time I'm going to say it.
So now Danny Glover's in the cemetery. He's super sweaty, and then he finds like Danny's neck.
He's literally sweating.
Yeah, I know. But he finds Danny's necklace in a tree. It was a gift from the Predator.
Or is he teasing him?
Why?
Because he's teasing him. But wait.
I know, but he could have killed him right there then.
Wait, you think a gift? I think it's like saying, hey, it's like
I killed your buddy.
It's like Tung Po when he had Bolo Young when he put the bandana on his leg, right? And when he fought Van Damme in Bloodsport, he's like, this is like showing you, hey, I just killed your buddy. This is what's left of him.
Or wouldn't he like be like, oh, here, you want it? And then break it in half.
No, because he's teasing him.
Wipe his butt with it.
I think he's 100% teasing him, saying, hey, I'm better than you. You're just a stupid cop You're a sidekick cop in a franchise, and now you think you can take me on?
Whoa,
That's
slamming Danny Glover, man.
Well, what other action movies did he make that they thought he'd be perfect for this role? What other action movies?
He was in that badass movie that we covered. Him and Danny Trejo.
Okay, Danny Trejo's one. Okay, Danny Trejo I could see in the role. You know, fighting the Predator. He looks like a predator.
He would be the gang leader. He would have been good in that, man.
But I mean, think about it. What other action movie did Danny Glover do? I think he did a war movie, but like, what made them think? You know what? We were such a battle in the first one. We had a tough. We got to step up our game. But let's bring someone really good that we're gonna go against the Predator. Let's get Danny Glover. I mean, he did Driving Miss Daisy.
Funnier is, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's what the producer said. You ever see Driving Miss Daisy? He was awesome. Like he had to deal with Daisy the whole time. You know, so whatever.
He must have had other action movies, right?
I don't. Not that I remember.
He was on The Greatest American Hero.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to see. He was a captain in another movie called Bat 21. I'm guessing
that was a military
an
movie.
movie.
I think Gene Hackman might be in that.
He was on SNL. He played Roger Murtaugh on SNL in a sketch.
Wow, you're naming a lot of great action movies he was in. That's now I see why they picked
Pure
him.
Luck is Pure Luck.
No, Pure Luck is with Martin Short.
I know.
Wow, this is again. Now I see it. Now I see what the producer.
Whoa, he's in Maverick as an uncredited bank robber. That's the Mel Gibson movie. That's pretty cool. He did that.
It's a funny movie.
Oh, I got it. Action movie, dude. You ready? Operation Dumbo Drop. Gone Fishing. Yeah, it really ended there, dude.
Okay.
There's no other action movies.
Goes back to my point. At this time, this is the best action star that you could find to replace Arnold.
But that's why it worked.
No, it does not work.
Saw?
That's the
He's
problem.
in the original Saw. He plays the detective in the original Saw.
This is why it doesn't work. They could have put so many other people in this role that I think
I rooted for him. I liked him.
Nah, I think it was a bad choice.
I was pro him. But yeah, it's funny looking at his IMDb. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff he did, really out of his zone.
Pure Luck was very funny, by the way.
I've never seen that. I
you
wanted
have
to see it.
Yeah.
Him and Martin Short.
You got to see that one and the one with Nick Nolte when he robs a bank. Oh my gosh, that one's hysterical.
We just watched Clifford. The kids watch Clifford.
Oh, that's a great one. He's the
really
best.
Good.
He's the best.
Charles Grodin.
You know what? I think Martin Short would have done a better job.
Oh my gosh, get it! I'm turning this off. So now we get Paxton and Maria Conchita Alonso. Now they're on when they're on the train and you see just again, did this happen that just gang members and people start messing with other people?
So there was I want to know when Bernard Getz, you ever hear of him? So
Bernie Getz way before this.
Are you sure?
Bernie Getz is
because my guess
80s,
because
right?
the guy that the guy in a train kind of looked
84. 84 was Bernie
okay.
Getz.
So I'm assuming they're using that because the guy Bernie Getz had the glasses, he was nerdy, and this guy had glasses, a nerdy kind of look, and the way he pulled out the gun, I think that's how Bernie Getz did it. So
he did it. He was shaking. It wasn't it wasn't
shot? No. Bernie,
again, Paul Kersey. A lot of Death Wish.
But Bernie, he killed the gang member when
four kids.
Yeah. So, but in this movie, the guy was nervous, but he didn't have to be because everybody else on the train had a gun.
Oh my god, the granny had one, dude.
That wasn't a silly scene. Again,
it was silly.
It's stupid.
But again, it just it was just showing how crazy the gang violence is. The fact that the grandma had a gun.
Oh my gosh.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
But again, talking about, I know it's ridiculous to you, but I think some of these movies, it's to see this character in these positions, dude, seeing him on the train, that was cool. I don't remember this scene from when I saw this as a kid. I haven't seen this fully in a long time.
So we could say, how did he get to the subway? How did he get on a moving train?
He grabbed it. He fell off a building and survived. He can survive a lot.
How did he get in the moving train?
Oh, he cut a hole. We saw that.
He
ripped the roof off.
He did?
Yes.
All right, okay. So one time they show how he got in. Okay, fine.
Well, they have to show all of it. That wouldn't be cool if it's hey, how you doing? This is a Jackass episode.
No, but I would like to know how he gets into these places. So okay,
He opens the door.
okay.
It's like Bam Margera. Hey,
So
we're gonna wake up
he
my dad with an alligator.
Back then, man, those videos with his father, I felt so bad. That was insane.
Oh my god, I need to watch the new movie. I hope I can find it tonight
ugh.
for rent.
I don't know. And but so you're telling me the Predator has been sitting on top of the train waiting for it to go, and then he dropped in at the right time?
Yeah. He knew the gang members. He felt the guns.
Oh
the
my
heat
gosh.
from the guns, maybe, too? Because he
this
gets the heat from the people, but maybe the heat from the guns.
This is insane.
But you get some cool shots. Like, you see the shadow of him on the train, and then you also get, like, the somebody crawling on the ground, and that's when you see the Predator behind him. But he's only killing the gang members in the beginning.
Well, can you imagine how that's got to be where these gang members are ready to kill someone, and now you're all working with the gang? Like, you're all, like, running together, and why did the guy stay back to get everybody to go through he sends Maria, right, with everybody else, and he stays back, like he's going to handle it himself?
Well, because he was a cop. He has to try to
you know you're not, okay, you know you're not dealing with
No, I know. He even realized it's invisible, and when he sends her off.
That's what I'm saying, like, why not go with her? Like, I mean, like, why put yourself? He definitely should have. So,
but he was not messing around. He fired off everything he had. He threw a golf ball at him. Then he grabbed a giant knife.
Ridiculous.
But all those people died. Like, we saw they only showed the deaths of the gang members. I know there was other action going on, like the lasers getting shot and everything. But when Danny Glover later, when he goes there, it's like, oh, everybody died. They all had guns.
Oh,
it's like, wow,
it was a mess when all the bodies and everything. So
Jesus.
Yeah.
And then Paxton's last line was "Let's go, mother effer," and then that's when we get "Want some candy." And you know, somehow in movies, sometimes they don't let like extras know like what the full scene is about. How about the lady that was a conductor of the train when she's getting ready to stop the train after Maria pulls it? She's very calm. And I'm like, there's no way you wouldn't hear this going on.
100%.
All these gunshots.
Yeah. 100%.
I love that in movies when you get the people on the street walking calm and you have somebody going visibly insane walking. You're like, dude, everybody stares at everything.
Everybody would run too. I mean, it's not a matter of, but you're also talking about a time when there's literally war zones. I'm sure the lady is not the first time she's seen issues going on a train. So maybe that's why she's so calm.
This is just another Tuesday.
Right. That's what she's probably thinking. Like, you must be new here. This happens all the time.
Her name's Marge. She's been doing it for 30 years. So now Maria, like you said before, Paxton, why did he not come with her? She couldn't help herself either. She's like, I check on this guy, even though he's a douche. I grabbed him and squeeze his penis in fear of him doing something crazy, which he's doing right now.
So the second time she does that in a movie.
What? Would it squeeze him?
Yeah.
But she doesn't squeeze him again.
You said you said he's.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying their relationship. Oh. The fact that she's going back to find this guy, that she warned him of being a Lone Ranger.
No, I know.
And that's what he did. He
Yeah.
did the same thing that he was warned about. And then she's going back there. She sees the bloody golf ball. Then she sees him strung up. But the fact that when the Predator grabs her by the throat and lifts her up, at first shot of him scanning her body, I thought it was just the heart, because it does take the organs.
Yes, but does he scan everybody's body? It's an alien. I
guess so.
We never see that.
Well, he's not scanning. He's killing dudes.
Okay, but he
never killed a girl yet. Oh, no, the old lady. He killed the old lady.
He didn't scan her body. Or he's like, she's old. She's not going to be pregnant.
She's barren.
Well,
he not worth the scan. It costs like 5 energy.
He didn't scan the girl in the first movie.
Not good.
So this is a new upgrade now? He could scan.
New upgrade.
Oh, okay. So
they upgrade something.
Why was he scanning her? Just to check if she has a baby?
Because he cares about kids. He doesn't want to kill a kid.
Honestly,
he smelt it on her.
It's the most ridiculous thing. It's an alien. An alien that cares, that has rules for humans. Does not care about human life whatsoever. I mean, it's so dumb.
But Tony Pope should have went on the news and be like, hey, women, get pregnant. This predator won't kill you. And then also, guys, don't carry guns. This is a gun control movie. Global warming and no guns.
Ridiculous.
That's the hidden messages in this. But yeah, dude. Yeah, Glover says the line, they were all armed. And then now we get like the Glover when he sees him, dude. This scene's cool. When he sees him and then he's going up and then the general public for the first time in the movie saw him. Oh my God,
So
that was rad.
How do you recover from that? After now, like, I mean, that, all right, this is what we're dealing with. Like, how do you go on to your normal day after that? Like,
You can't. That's why if they've really did show alien footage that they've been releasing, if there was something tangible, it'd be like, dude,
yeah,
here's a picture of a dead alien in a street, and it looked real, and like people believed it. How do you go to work the next day?
There would be panic and worry.
Oh yeah,
no matter where you go now, right?
Yeah.
Like, so that's I mean, it's listen. I don't believe in aliens, so I don't know. I mean,
why?
Because we never. You tell me all this time we've never seen one.
Well, people have.
I'm just saying, like, I would think that at all this time, something, we see, someone in Arizona saw this in the sky, and someone over here saw this balloon kid from China, and everybody, we've never
balloon kid.
We've never seen an alien. By the way, that was there was I watched a documentary on Netflix about the
guy. That was the kid in Colorado.
Yeah, that was insane.
Remember that?
Was insane.
Wild that the dad.
Oh my gosh, that was insane.
What is the end goal of that?
No.
Let's pretend my kid was attached to a balloon.
I know.
And
insane.
Hey, kid, hide in the attic.
insane. But I honestly, again, I think we would have seen something by now. That's my reason.
We'll see.
Okay.
One day.
Well,
One
maybe.
day.
Maybe.
But dude, when he's chasing him, I love that Morton Downey's like getting in his face. Glover punches the face of the camera because it's those old cameras that had like the side viewfinder, and he knocks him out with it.
Ridiculous.
And then how about the product placement? That was sick, dude. The Miller Lite.
I was gonna say the lights. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, that was awesome.
Could that have been any more obvious though? Like as a product placement?
I know. But it was cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if they ever used that in something else, like if Miller Lite on their own did an ad, because that looks so cool, just the way it busted.
But what's with the lightning? Like,
yeah, why is the lightning? Yeah, it wasn't raining or anything.
No,
yet,
but
right?
I mean, but I don't know. It looked like he was getting power from the lightning or something. Like the way they did that.
He was showing off his trophy that he carried on his back, which is cool.
I know, but it's like the lightning made it look cheesy. First of all, the lightning looked cheesy, but I mean, for the time, but I was confused. Like, was he charging his outfit? Like, his armor? Was he what was the light? Like, I don't know if that was a purpose thing or it was just the lightning happened to hit him and then we saw this trophy and like, it was confusing.
Yeah.
So
no, that definitely was. So early. To go back to some little tidbits from this movie, early script drafts describe Mike Carrington as being younger and German-Irish and having a boxing history. And it was speculated that Mickey Rourke was the first choice for this movie.
Really?
Would have been interesting. It was a big time in his career. He just had Barfly that came out in like 88-ish.
I thought he had Was it Angel Eyes? Was it another one he did?
Yeah, he had a bunch of stuff, but I'm saying like that was like an Oscar buzz movie.
It would have been a completely different movie with him.
Yeah.
So
they had to cut some scenes from this movie. I think this is the first movie ever to get not NC-17, but another rating.
Really?
There was like more graphic subway kills they had to cut out, additional gang deaths.
Well,
extra gore.
If you think about it, I think the first one was way more violent than this one. Like not based on the number of people that died, but I mean the kills, the shooting what's his face's arm off, I don't know. I feel like it was the guy that got cut in the stomach. I just feel like that they showed more graphic like violence than they did the guy from Commando's head with the blood went on the camera.
Yeah. Like, but again, this is 4 years later. A lot changed.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like
PG-13 was it sort of invented.
Is this movie R though?
Came up with that.
This movie was R though, right?
What's this movie R? Predator 2.
I mean, it could be just based on the cursing. Because there's a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
So
was it rated?
Oh, had to be with the girl in the beginning. I was gonna say with the girl in the
rated R.
So, but it really wasn't like you didn't see a lot of kills
That's what I mean. I think they cut a lot of them. He even wrote
That's what I mean,
Another quote here is the director said that nearly every death had notes from the MPAA.
But that's my point. Like, so now you're taking out the kill. It's more silly than serious. I feel, because you don't show the serious parts of what's going on with the alien. You show the silly parts of everybody having a gun on the train, and the alien coming in here, and then the alien going in a mirror and look like he's shaving. You know, I mean, like, it's like, you know, it just, then you have the old lady coming out. Like, it's like, I feel like if they showed more of the alien kills and like, now you got a closer movie. Here, it's like, I feel like it's very silly. I feel like it's a silly movie.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Maybe I'm getting
so
you on
now
my side.
King Willie. Another thing, King Willie, when they tested this movie, high rated from the viewers, so they filmed additional scenes, and then he knew about the Predator myth. So you were kind of right. Well, you were definitely right, but they cut him knowing the Predator myth, but then they cut it all out.
Again,
crazy.
What was the
man.
budget of this movie compared to the first movie? Like, was it like, I would have thought it would have had a higher budget, but
let's check out the Predator 2 budget. Let's see. Predator 2 budget of 20 to 30 million, box office 57.
It's profit.
Which isn't bad.
It's
pretty
profit.
What do you mean that's double the money? That's
okay, but I
insane.
mean, at that time, early 90s, you have Jim Carrey making, $100 million movies.
18 million for this first one, and that did worldwide 98.
Oh, okay.
So it did a lot better. How about the other ones, dude? They all were profitable.
Well,
insane. Sucked in the States. Dude, the Predator that we covered in the United States on an $88 million budget, 51 million. Worldwide, it made another 108. So more people watch it around the world.
Listen, they're entertaining movies. You know, you can't deny that. And I haven't seen the other ones, and I'm sure they're all entertaining, in itself. It's just that to me, it's like, if they made these movies first and didn't make the first movie, it's a whole different story, because they're all kind of in the same, same kind of level. But I think the first one set the tone for the movie, and I don't know. I just don't think it fits. These movies don't fit in that world. They should have either done something different or started with what they have now. Like, this should have been the first movie and gone from there. To me, it went back.
The cartoon movie did really good around the world. Holy
recently,
crap.
right? There was a recent cartoon one.
Wait, did they just?
Well, they did a
was
TV series.
live
It was a
action?
TV. It was a TV series, wasn't it? A cartoon.
Predator Badline.
Yeah,
Predator Badline.
Oh no,
That's
that was a movie. No, that was a movie. That wasn't a cartoon.
Oh,
that was
I didn't watch that.
I didn't either. It's a brand new one.
Oh, Ella Fanning. I gotta watch that. That came out last year. That movie crushed in the box office. Oh my god.
It's ranked high and of compared to the other movies.
Wow, we might have to cover it.
Did you ever see
I
Prey?
didn't know about that one.
Did you ever see Prey?
I did see that. That was awesome.
Great.
I love that.
Prey was great.
That was sweet.
Right. But that was a throwback to Danny Glover. Right? Isn't that the gun? Like
That's the gun.
Yeah. So,
17,
I mean,
15,
that's, yeah.
Which is cool they did that.
Yeah.
One last fact, because I don't want to go over all of them. A few other things that were cut from the final part of the film. Subplot, finding out how Maria Conchita Alonso got pregnant and kind of who the father was.
It's Paxton.
That would have been... Yeah, that makes sense, right? A much longer chase sequence where Danny Glover tracks the Predator to the slaughterhouse, extended gore, and then we talked about that. Bill Paxton's death was supposed to be a little more crazy. And then the silly fact, not a silly fact, but he's the only person ever to be killed by a Terminator, a Predator, and an alien.
That is pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I think just the fact that he's in all three movies is pretty insane. Like, that's, So, okay.
No, pretty sick. But yeah, so now he's dead. They find the bodies, and this is where, let's see. Oh, so this is where Danny Glover is like onto him, right?
Now,
he's chasing him down.
And now it's one-on-one.
This is where he sees him with the spine, skull hanging from the back. This is where he's trying to, I got you, son of a bitch, when he's driving. Then he gets like ran off the road. It's the Alpha team grabbing him, putting him in some trailer. He's like right there. And this is where we,
why do they have to do it so aggressively?
Why do they have to mess up his car?
That's it. So aggressive. Like, why can't they say, hey,
say something nice?
Pull him over and say, hey, listen, we got to talk. That's it. Very simple.
Yeah,
Like
can we talk about
they
something real
basically
quick?
kidnap him to tell him what's going on.
Yeah. And in this movie, the lore again, because there was only one previous movie, but they only said this happened one time before, referencing
Correct.
the first movie.
Correct.
And when Busey's trying to explain it, and Danny Glover looks at me, he's like, "A fucking alien," and he's just like, "Whoa, my god, dude!"
Did they even mention Dutch at all?
They did, yeah. Did they say his name?
No,
Dutch?
I don't think.
know if they said
Like
his
the
name.
fact that he
No.
survived. Like they only just talk about a mission where the whole team was destroyed or something like
But
that.
if he would have came back, that would have been
No,
pretty
it would have been cool, but it would have been pointless. I think for like just to show his face at the end. Like he should have came if he was going to do it. The movie would have been a way different movie if he was in there and not Glover.
No, I know that, but I'm saying even if he showed up at the end, he could have been like, "Oh, I've been trying to track these predators, and I saw increased deaths, and I saw on the news from what Tony Pope
I
came."
think that would make it even sillier if he just did a cameo.
No.
And yeah, I think if he's not going to do it, then I'd rather not see a 5-minute scene with him. So that's lame.
But you can do another one with him.
You could listen. He's making
But then that's doing Die Hard. Oh, he just happened to be in a spot that another predator comes.
revenge. They're going for revenge. He killed the main guy, the main predator. That's what other reason? Like an alien. I mean, it wasn't there revenge in the Aliens, where the mother wanted to go after. I thought,
Is that a thing?
I don't know. It is in Jaws.
Well, yeah, that thing does travel all the way to
Yeah,
the Bahamas
yeah.
from Massachusetts.
So I mean, yeah. All right.
But yeah, so now we get so now he pulled in the office. Then he says he doesn't let him come with him. They're getting those suits, those like microwave suits, those shiny suits, and he says, "Grab a seat, enjoy the show. This is history."
Why
these-
wouldn't they
yeah.
give him a suit and let him go too? At this
I don't
point,
understand.
he's deeply involved in this, and it seems like he's better with a gun than any of them there anyway. Why would you want him there? You know.
And how much he cares, like, right? Think about it. Those people have these suits that are not, and they explain like, oh, because they can see heat, the blue light does this and that, blah blah. But then when it's his opportunity to go help them, he's ready to go in there with nothing but a gun,
And
he's ready to just run right in there.
those suits really don't work.
No, they did, but then he switched. So what they thought was, oh, he can't see this, but they can see this.
But that's what I mean. Though. Like, yeah, it worked for a second, but you know, how long were they studying this alien that they figured, you know what, maybe he's got it's like a boxer studying a boxer who's, you know, fights righty, and then all of a sudden he switches like Rocky, and he does this, and now it's like, oh, we were studying the wrong films. You know,
like Mike Tyson says, a plan is great until you get hit in the mouth.
Yeah, well.
And that's what happened. Like, oh, but seeing when the predator was going through the settings, like when you go on Google Maps or Google Earth and you're changing terrain to satellite, and it's like, oh my god, oh, he sees something.
Well, he uses that thing in the first movie too. You know, it's like
okay.
Remember? Oh no, that's how he sets the bomb off.
I need to rewatch that. I feel like I haven't watched that in a couple of years.
Okay, you know what? Watch it soon, and now you could compare it to this movie and say, you know what?
I'm not saying the first one's better.
I know that, but if you after watching the first one, you're gonna be like, this doesn't.
I just love movies that take chances, sequels that try something.
Well, they took chances, and again, entertaining movie. I'm not taking away. It's a fun movie, just not a Predator. Should not be in the same universe.
All right. Real quick, as we were kind of talking about like the MPAA before, Friday the 13th Part 7, they found somewhere like a copy of the full.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's the one I watched.
No, but somebody found one that is like a better filming of it. Like the other one was like an old VHS copy.
You talking about recently? You talking about recently?
Like in the last week, somebody found one. They're gonna clean it up and they're gonna put it out.
Oh, really?
And then actually has the dialogue and music. So of those death scenes, like we interviewed the actress who played Robin in the movie, her death scene, you didn't even see it.
So how does someone just accidentally find lost tape? How does that work? I mean,
well, Grizzly 2, the lady from Grizzly 2
gosh.
just had it in something.
So I mean, it sounds fishy. They found lost tape when all of a sudden they heard that they're making a new Nightmare on Elm Street. So now we got to pump up more Friday the 13th.
The new Friday the 13th show looks pretty good.
Very.
Linda Cardinelli's great.
No, it's gonna be. Yeah, it would be interesting. And yeah,
it'll be cool if in like the next season, then it's like they time jump 10 years and it's Jason. That's what.
They probably will.
That a Jason TV show on Peacock.
So, but now like Resident Evil, the new trailer, like is that considered a sequel?
I think it's a reboot, right?
But it's supposedly it's not. It's like it's just a different take, not really a reboot. I don't know.
Our sequel expert, who we're in a group chat with,
he'll let us know.
He mentioned that it's like the video game.
Yeah.
And that's what I expected when I saw the first movie.
Let me tell you something. My son's played all the video games. I remember this. I think one of the first or second ones where these dogs jump out of the window, scared the crap out of me.
Second one,
amazing. Like that was like
opening part of the game when you're going through the hallway and then there's like a creature in the ceiling.
Gosh. Like that was like my first. But you look at it now, it's a little cheesy. But now the games. Holy crap. Like I started one of them. I had to stop. I'm like, I don't like these. I don't like jump scares.
I don't want to piss my pants.
I can't do it.
Yeah. So now the fact that this is when the Predator changes the mode, starts seeing people. That's where the guy, Adam Baldwin, and the other guy were like watching on the screen. Oh yeah, it doesn't know anything. Oh, it stopped. Oh no.
The worst equipment. It was the worst equipment. Like they're all excited that it finally trapped this thing, and nothing works.
Yeah. And they're trying to explain to him, and they're like, I don't know what to say. And he takes the thing from me. He's trying to, you have to talk. You have to tell him where it is. And then Predator drops in like Batman.
Oh, yeah.
In 89. Like that looked cool the way you see him fall down, and oh my God, dude. And then just like anarchy. He's just like slicing up people. But again, other people might think like, oh man, I should run. Not Glover. He goes to his trunk, what else does he have in his trunk? Which every cop, if I was a cop, or if I wrote a movie and it was about to get greenlit, I would add the cop going to the final battle, putting the metal plate under as an homage to this movie, because that was pretty cool.
Okay, but he sees that there's slaughter going on. How long does he take to run through his car? And he spends a long time going through all the guns. Okay, but meanwhile, everybody's dying in there as he's like, he should have just ran there, grabbed the first 3 guns he can, throw them in there, and get in there. Like, he literally took his time to figure out what he's going to do. So, I mean.
He had to get ready. No. He knew he was going to get shot in the chest.
Or he was like,
by that cool rocket launcher.
They're all probably dead. He should have been dead. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's an alien weapon that can't penetrate a bullet, metal. Like, I mean, like.
Not that metal.
Oh, my gosh. It's stupid. Stupid. But so here's another issue I have with the movie is we really don't see the Predator too much in this movie. We really don't until the end. Like,
yeah, well, the other movies like that too. You don't see a lot. You see more of like the hologram.
You see both. I think you see both. I don't remember. I thought you saw him more.
You saw a lot at the end. This whole last fight.
Yeah,
scene,
at the end. Same thing with Arnold. But I think before this, I don't know. I feel like this the whole movie is gone, and you barely see him. You see him climbing, like King Kong. That was it.
But one thing I got to say is this plan, they wanted because they thought he was going to feed because they follow his pattern. So he was going to this, beef warehouse where all the beef's hanging, which is that really like, did they just do that?
I don't think so.
From a tall ceiling. Why would you need a tall ceiling? Wouldn't you have them stacked on top of each other or something? But anyway, why would they get him in there, lock the doors, gas it?
Light it on fire. Do something.
They get him in there to go catch him?
How about blow it up? Well, obviously,
they
want to study him. They obviously want to study him or whatever. But I mean, so the Predator feeds on hanging meat. That's what he feeds on.
Well, it eats meat. So when it doesn't have humans,
my guess.
Oh, you're saying he only likes?
I think he wants fresh meat.
Shawarma.
He wants fresh.
He only likes shawarma.
No, I think he wants fresh meat. He kills and then. First of all, we've never seen him eat the meat. That's first of all. He.
Oh, you want that scene?
No, I don't think he eats it.
Can you imagine him eating?
No, but I don't think he does. Like, what makes him think? What makes anyone think that he eats meat? He kills, he skins, and he keeps the trophy. Doesn't mean he eats the people. He's not a cannibal.
I think he eats some of them.
I don't think so. Well,
he's not a cannibal. That's only if he's eating his own kind.
Okay. He acts human in this movie. But how do we know? By the way, we skipped the whole scene. I thought we didn't. Maybe we didn't get there. Maybe we didn't get there yet. But we don't know he eats. I don't think he eats people. I just think he skins them. I don't think he might be a vegetarian.
He's got to eat.
Vegetarian. He lived in a jungle. He probably just eats plants.
Oh my God. He was eating all the Viet Cong
He was
and
not.
the U.S. soldiers.
He was skinning them. He did not. Otherwise, why would he leave the fresh meat hanging when he skinned people?
Because he wants the blood to drip out, and then he takes them.
No, he doesn't. Maybe he just eats the skin.
The blood.
It's like chicken skin. He just eats the skin.
Ooh. Well, you know what? Chicken skin is pretty
I'm
good.
going to say he's a vegetarian.
I can live on that.
He was living in a jungle and he eats plants.
He's having tofu and rice. You think that's what he's doing?
Okay.
He's like a very hippie-ish guy.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. So now, how about Danny Glover? He shoots the rocket, hits him, he shoots another one, and then you're thinking, oh my God, he killed Busey.
Nope.
And that face. And when dude, oh yeah, the rain. You're right, because this is when that started off. The sprinkler system went off.
Yes.
So then you get, this is where you start seeing, and you see like really cool, dude. This whole scene's pretty cool. Like just seeing him, and again how big Kevin Peter Hall, how tall he is, and
Danny Glover's pretty tall. So he's a big guy too.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's tall. So he's definitely over 6 feet.
But yeah, he had that metal plate that saved him. Then he's out of bullets, dude. So he's shooting. Okay. This is wild. Not that he's out of bullets. I was wrong. But he shoots him enough that the green blood that's like highlighter,
correct,
and KY jelly,
correct.
It starts like popping out of him. He's laying on the ground, and then Danny Glover, like, why don't you just continue to shoot him?
I said the same thing.
Cut his head off
again. Why not finish the job? But every movie they never finish the job. They never.
But what was he looking to get? Oh, like Scooby-Doo? He thought this is a Scream movie? Oh my God, it was actually Paxton. He's alive.
What? So when he takes the helmet off and you see Paxton?
Yes, why does it matter? But he did the face reveal. When you see that, you're like, oh, this is worth everything.
Yeah.
Just the way everything moves. And I'm like, he's breathing. Oh,
finish the job, dude. Like, finish the job.
Yeah.
So, but if he finished the job, we wouldn't have the amazing scene that we're coming up next with his arm.
Oh my God.
So
crazy. That whole thing's crazy. And again, how long it goes, because it is a very long fight sequence, the end.
But you're okay with him using Arnold's line also?
Oh, I know, right?
I mean, come on. That's not silly.
But he got stopped.
I know that.
Which made it even cooler, is in the audience, you're thinking, oh, he's going to end him right here. And then.
But I'm sorry, but that line doesn't fit compared to the way Arnold said it. So why you got to throw that line in?
I know
there?
It didn't.
So then why throw that line in there?
You do the homage to the original. You feed the people.
No.
Audience people love that.
No, you come up with your own line. You come up with your own end line. You don't need Arnold's. That's ridiculous. Stupid.
And then this where Busey survives. His voice was crazy. Missing a tooth. Scarred. He looks like Two-Face. Like, right, he could have been Two-Face.
So why would he say, leave, I'll take care of this? How about work together? I mean, like, again, it's like another, and Danny Glover listens. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
But do that.
I guess if he figures, all right, this guy's going to be this stupid to try to do it himself.
Yeah, right.
Give myself a chance.
His face is half burned anyway. Let me get out of here. But dude, when that blade, again, for the time, that technology, to have the beef really cut, and then they just like superimpose the blade going through. But there was times that the blade like was farther away, closer, because they couldn't figure it out. But man, when you just see the body split in half.
So that was crazy. But so I was trying to see, so is the blades come out, or is that whole silver, like the circle
the whole
part,
thing's blades.
The whole thing is that sharp? Like, clearly it's super sharp.
Future metal.
And he's just like flinging it around, like holding it, like, and not cutting himself once.
Oh my God, dude!
I mean, he should have lost a finger. Again, this is an alien weapon. Like, he should have. Like, this thing is super sharp. Like,
Glover should have cut himself a little.
100%. Something. Even get like a paper cut. Like, oh my gosh, this is sharp. Something.
Yeah.
No. And he uses it like he thinks. First of all, it's not that big either. I mean, it's pretty small. It's like one of those smalls frisbees, the rubber ones, like the small, like that they go like miles when you throw it.
Like a disc golf frisbee?
Not disc golf, but like an ultimate, like, frisbee, but a smaller one. Like, he's using this thing as like, this is the best weapon he has. I mean, it just ridiculous.
He's got his cue, right?
Ridiculous.
His nerdy predator who couldn't pass the test. So now we get now they're like on the roof, and the Predator has that spear. Oh well, yeah, we mentioned. So Busey dies. Predator has a spear. He misses. Then Glover pushes him off the roof.
No, he tackles
And-
him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, tackles off the
Yeah.
roof. And then they just happen to be dangling from the ledge. Like, oh my God. And the Predator's holding him.
I mean, this is not silly. This is not silly. You're going to tell me the Predator could jump from branch to branch and climb buildings. He can't get up from here?
I know. Why didn't he let go there and stab into the wall?
Whatever,
Because
or
he does
just-
that a few minutes
I mean,
later.
he knows how to climb. He knows how to get, like, he climbed how many buildings, how many signs. I know it's like he could, yeah, he was holding on for dear life, but I mean, and you're telling me, like, now that thing is huge. Who knows how much he weighs? He would have pulled Glover with him. Like, there's no way Glover's
Yeah.
holding on to him, so.
But they do the ledge hanging, and then you get okay pussy face, and then you get the Predator say the line "shit happens."
See, that's bothered me. That really bothered me because
But we didn't hear anybody say that, right?
I don't think so. And,
So he wasn't mimicking somebody
unless
else.
like that's something like Paxton would say. Like it's probably something like he maybe heard him. But the point is, like, he knew the time, like that was the proper time to use that line. Like, that's stupid. Like, again, in the first one, when he's about to die and he uses the Indian chief, whatever, his laughter, as a backup, or you hear him say these things that the guy from Commando says, like, it's random. He's just using it like a tape recorder. Here, he's using it to do a one-liner. That's stupid.
He's doing an Arnold line.
He is.
But dude, when he grabs that like metal frisbee, and you see the Predator, like, I wrote that he was like texting on his phone, not paying attention, because he was like, like getting his ship ready, I think. And then when you see the Predator's eyes,
That's it.
when he's like, oh shit, and then he gets his arm cut. Oh my
Okay,
God.
this
dude.
next sequence is not stupid.
Oh, what do you mean when he's going to the medicine cabinet healing
Well,
himself?
And you have this old lady who her husband's not
Oh
getting
my
up, and
God.
she's walking her in a robe, and she's like looking for, like, again, you hear a noise, you're old, you think someone's in the house, so you're gonna keep walking towards it. Like,
What did she say to Danny Glover when Danny Glover walks up and she goes, "I don't think your friend wants to be
Yeah,
found."
it's just stupid. It's stupid.
And they're very calm. This thing, that's 7-foot creature, is just breaking through walls, punching things.
Did he run to the wall like in the shape of the Predator when he ran through?
Oh, he kind of did. Yeah. Like a cartoon. Yeah. But when he's going to the medicine
Oh my
cabinet, you're
gosh.
like, "Oh my
I know.
God, he's healing himself."
I like, he doesn't have technology to heal himself, that he has to go to the,
Or burn, or have a weapon that burns.
or the fact that he knows to go to a medicine cabinet. Like, what is he looking for? Band-Aids?
Yeah, how does he know what
Like,
a medicine
is he looking for a
cabinet
band? If he put like gauze all around his arm, and like I would have, like, I mean, now the rest of the movie he's fighting with gauze on his arm.
is? That'd be good.
I thought he was in a
A
cortisone.
Looney Tunes Band-Aid at
Oh
the
my
end.
gosh! I thought he was going to burn his arm to cauterize.
That makes sense.
Right.
See, that'd be cool.
That's what I thought. Like, that would make sense. Like I think anyone, like, not to go through the cabinet and figure out how to, like, heal himself. Like, if he started
Yeah.
sewing himself, like, I mean, come on, like, this is like
But
ridiculous.
the Predator, like, he lived in the bottom of that place because he went through the elevator
Yep,
shaft,
yep.
and then he falls through the hole that leads right to a ship.
Yep.
So that's where Danny Glover ends up, and then we just get this wild scene when he sees the trophies on the ship. Again, we talked about earlier how vast and large the ship was. You see like the skulls, and then you see the xenomorph head and the body. Oh my God, that's so cool.
No, I mean, for the time, not knowing what their future was going to be, that's cool, little, like, hidden thing to have in there. But I feel like this whole scene, I mean, as cool as it looked, I'm not a fan of this ending at all.
Yeah, they
At
use
all.
like the net. They use like the net gun, which again is used later in the other movies. Danny Glover is able to get out. But one thing that's cool is when you get, because again, he kind of made, again, it was a long scene, but then that interaction was pretty quick.
It was, but because, again, you can't have Danny Glover go one-on-one with the alien.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. And, like, I mean, again, I don't like the fact that, the weapon it was a cool weapon. The net attaches to the wall, whatever he got, but he got out of it in 2 seconds. Like,
Pretty easy, I know.
I mean, real easy. I mean, because he's living by this blade. Like, it's like he's like a master with this blade to do everything. It's like a Swiss Army knife. This blade, like he was able to do everything with it.
Is that what he killed him with? I don't know why I'm forgetting how he killed him.
You know what? I wanted to say he did, but maybe he didn't. I don't. You know what? I don't even know. I don't remember.
How did the Predator die?
Let me see. Why wearing a mask? Oh, also, well, we get there, but electric elevator shaft. How did he get? Oh, he fights well with. I said he fights well with a disc. It might have been with a disc.
Yeah, it might have just been like that quick. The death at the end.
So here's a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Why are the Predators that are on the ship? Why are they all wearing the mask? They're on the ship.
Maybe they don't want to get things in their face. But yeah, but I do. It's cool that Mike Spatola, last week's guest, like painted all of these. Like that was his big part in the movie. But yeah, no, to have them all wear the mask.
Why are they wearing the mask? Why are they invisible? They're on the ship, so it's not like they're hiding from anyone. So, and then they go back to being invisible again. Like they're on the ship. There's no need to be invisible. Like the only reason to be invisible outside of the ship is because you don't want to be seen by anyone else. They're on the ship.
Yeah.
They should not have been invisible. I don't like the fact that they all came out there just to see this guy who just took down our warrior. Let's give him a prize and let him walk away free. Although they didn't give him a lot of time to get out of there, but it just I don't know. I feel like it was just a shoddy ending. Glover is not worthy of these massive aliens for them to respect him.
Dan Glover shade, but they respect him enough. They carry off the body, and he leaves in that gun. Pretty cool gun.
Yeah,
and it's cool that they used that later on, and it took a while, right? You don't think they made what did they make? The Predator one that we covered, 2 Alien versus Predator, Predators.
In the cartoon, I didn't see it, but supposedly there's an ice block of Danny Glover, Arnold, and I think something like that. Like there's a throwback.
Whoa.
I could be wrong, but I think they're something like that.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it's the newer cartoon. Like so, there was a big throwback to that. I think.
Oh, sweet.
I think.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
So now Adam Baldwin comes up and he's pissed off. Oh, we were so close to capture him, and then he runs away. To set up maybe if they, but again, they couldn't have done the same movie, like done Predator 3 in a different city.
But the fact that he's mad at him. Like I mean, like again, like this happens all the time. Like at the end of
it's like Aliens, right?
Yes,
Not hey, you survived, amazing.
Right. Yeah, like they're annoyed that you actually did this. You didn't follow the directions. You didn't follow the protocol. That's ridiculous.
And we do get a cool guy looks at explosions because when the ship is taking off, you get the giant jet fuel. And he flies in the air and then he's gonna
survive. He's gonna survive that. So stupid.
Do you remember his last line?
I do not.
Glover?
I know what his last line was. I'm getting too old for this shit.
No, see, could you imagine if he did that? He said, "Easy, asshole. You'll get another chance."
Oh my!
Another line setting up another movie.
Oh my God!
But unfortunately, we didn't get it. But so this is another fun thing that I love to think about, and it's really fitting. This is wild, right? Something we mentioned in the podcast was a movie in the box office at this point. So top 11 movies. I'm not going to go too crazy and have you guess, but again, movies that we all know. You go to the box office.
What year was this? 88. No, 90.
This is 1990 Thanksgiving weekend.
90.
So there's another movie that opened up the week before that my personal buddy, Larry Hankin, was in this movie. Big movie.
Ghost?
Kid is the star.
Oh. Angels in the Outfield?
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
So Home Alone, number 1, 3 Men and a Lady open up this weekend. 13 million. Second place. Third, 13th week in the box office, Dances with Wolves.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. This is the 13th week. That movie didn't do good in the theaters. Total, it did 14 million.
That's insane because the movie's awesome.
And it was in the theaters for a long time, just didn't get. Predator 2, 4th. 5th, Rocky 5.
Well, awful.
That was its second weekend.
Awful.
Now we watch that again. That changed a little bit. Fight scene at the end, awesome.
I mean, I want to see a spin-off of his teacher.
Whose teacher?
The kid draws the picture of his teacher.
Yeah. The French teacher, yeah. Rescuers Down Under. Ghost. Crazy, right? We're talking about Ghost. And that movie's crazy, dude. That was only in the theaters this is the 5th week. It dropped down to 7. Total, it did 195
for back then.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So in 4 weeks, that movie did 190. Then you get Child's Play 2, Jacob's Ladder, Reversal of Fortune, and last but not least, Quigley Down Under. So, Quigley is what? So we had 2 movies in the theaters at the same time?
You know, it's crazy. Again, and I've said this before because you've gone over the top 10 of that. Like, I never see a months or weeks anymore of like, here's a great movie. Like, you might have one good movie and then the rest of all crap. Like that. Those are some big blockbusters that you mentioned. Like, it's
just
crazy.
Movies that we know.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there's never like, there's so many times I'll send you posters and it's like, oh man, what was this movie? I never heard of this. Maybe it just didn't do well.
Yeah.
But I always love going back and playing, like, even that Box Office Mojo game or whatever it's called. It's fun to like see the weeks. But yeah, so that was Predator 2. Jamie, if obviously you like this movie, you didn't like that it was a Predator movie, what would have been your ideal Predator 2? Would it only be Dutch? Like, would you have tried with someone else? Like I mentioned, Mickey Rourke was early in the idea for it. Is there anyone else around this time besides Swayze? Besides people,
I can see Kurt Russell.
Yeah, he would have been good.
You know, I think he'd be. I just think because the first movie is just so awesome. I mean, it's talked about as, you know, one of the top action movies of all time, and you follow it up with, you know, L.A. gang wars and like silliness, and like there's a lot of silliness in this movie. There really wasn't any silliness in the first movie, and so like I just feel like it just changed the tone of the movie. It changed like the whole, like, why is the Predator there? You know, all these questions. So like, again, movie's very entertaining. It's a lot of action. It's great, but to put this as like, you know, the follow up of Predator, at watching it a second time, it's like, you know what? It's a very different movie. Like, I feel like they took a big step back, and again, I think a big part of it is Danny Glover. Not that he did a bad job, but it's very hard to follow Arnold. You know, it's like you make Terminator, and look at the newer Terminators. You know, they had a female Terminator. I don't think that movie did great. How do you have a female Terminator when you have Arnold? You know, it's like, you know, so I think that's part. It's like Rambo. Oh, you know, we're gonna have another Rambo. How are you gonna find another Rambo? Like, so it's very challenging. So, but I mean, it's definitely worth watching. I mean, it's entertaining. And don't get me wrong, it's a good movie. I just feel like it should not be a Predator movie.
Yeah. No, I just think it's, again, the people in this movie just make it to me. Like, again, weird place that it was set. Again, I wish it was in New York because we could have gotten something that was like, oh, this is pretty neat. But yeah, it was entertaining. It was so cool. I just love the fact that when you really think about it, because I don't remember watching all the other sequels, so now I feel like I have to eventually watch them and to see if these pieces, like I looked at that website I was talking about before that had, like, in this movie they use this, in this movie they touch on that. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Well, that's why I haven't watched them either, and that's why I said, you know what, I'm going to hold off because we'll probably get to them eventually, so I might have to start working on them.
We got to try to
I'll start working on them.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. But yeah, so and next up, we're gonna do, I would think this is one of the newer movies we've ever covered. I remember when we did, speaking of, like we mentioned Stallone earlier, when we covered that movie, the Stallone Devon Sawa third movie of, I can't think of the prison breakout movie.
Escape
Plan. Escape Plan 3. That movie was only like out for like a year. So we're going to do a movie that is less than a year, Scream 7 on Paramount Plus. And for it, I talked to an actor that was a stunt double for Mason Gooding in the film, had some really cool stories that I never knew about. Like, you got to think these movies are big movies that you think like, well, they're going to get made, right? They make the script. It's already on the 7th one. They showed how well it does. But way before this movie was even like, hey, we're going to actually do this, they had to do a scene. They used crates to recreate the bar scene. Not going to spoil it, but they did it like in a warehouse they just used crates to stack on top of each other to make a fake bar. And they did that scene, and it pretty much is the same scene you see later in the movie, which they filmed 10 months later, which is wild. But great stories about Brian's career. He was like a gymnast. He was an athlete in high school. And then it was like, oh, maybe I'll try this thing. He went for like, he even said he's a nerd. He has a science degree, great at math. And then he gets like roped into this. Oh, this is cool stunts. First it was acting, then he gets venturing off into stunts. And yeah, great stories from his career. A lot of doubling. He doubled the Jonathan. I should know his name. What the heck's his name? The guy that got like kind of canceled and kicked out of those movies. He was the bad guy. Jonathan Majors.
Oh.
He was in Lovecraft Country. He was the bad guy in one of the Marvel movies. So he doubled for him a while. Cool story about him showing up to set just to say what's up to Brian. He wasn't even filming that day. He just wanted to say hi. But yeah, cool stories about film. He's a big film nerd. So it was great to talk about that with a fellow sequel lover like us. So yeah, Brian was great. So that's next week. Then after that, it'll be Scream 7, our second Scream. We've only done 2 and 7. There's so many more for us to get to. But yeah, so don't forget to review, rate, share our podcast. Follow us on all social media at Sequels Only. And don't forget to check out our website, sequelsonly.com. Good night.
Good night.